You're watching the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Austen Lane Kasey Kuhrts, Bleak Bills pushing all the right buttons today. Jason Hamby's out. Brent Martineau on the road, but I think we'll be back for Jags All Access tonight. Is that what it is tonight?
That is tonight, yeah.
Okay, yep, Jags All Access. So you'll see him later.
Eric Murray, I believe.
Eric Murray is the guest. Yep.
That's what Hamby
Happy
said.
to have him back. Yeah, that's what Hamby put us in the email. Hamby's stepping up, man, putting stuff in the email.
Well, it's been 2 years.
Hamby's doing his job putting things in the email. Sorry, I'll rephrase it for everybody.
Yep.
A lot to talk about. Some Jaguars topics. A giant Michigan Wolverine topic that is still kind of unfolding as we speak, but is absolutely crazy. But let's go and start out on a little lighter note real quick.
What you got?
Something dawned on me, man, as you know, I went for a run this morning and everything.
Oh, God.
I don't know, right? Running. Dude, hey, this is part of the job, right? Like,
I just meant being awake.
Okay, I got you. I mean, if I wasn't fighting, I would not be going for runs. Let's just say that.
Your legs already good enough to run?
Oh, yeah, dude. I've been good for a while, man. Huh. Wolverine over here. You know what I'm saying?
Michigan could use you.
Nice. But it kind of dawned on me, man. Like, we're talking about the temperatures right now. Like, it's, low 60s, sunny, not a lot of wind.
Yep.
And it finally dawned on me, I know that I'm old because now I'm concerned about the weather. I feel like when you're young and everything, and keep in mind we're talking about a guy that grew up in Wisconsin.
Sure.
Right? That temperatures got below zero. Didn't really matter. I would wake up, 10 minutes before school, groggy, not wanting to go, gym shorts, high socks, Vans, hoodie, let's go. Like, didn't care if it was 10 degrees, minus 20, like, you get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the older I get, the more present I am to think, wow, this is a beautiful day. Or, wow, I'm back home for the holidays, and I'm freezing my ass off.
Interesting.
Yeah. How do you feel about it? Like, I feel like you eventually cross a threshold where you admire the weather, and that means you kind of become a little more of an old, if you will.
It's funny you say that because I just went to Pittsburgh,
mm-hmm.
and it was 13 1 point.
It's chilly.
That's what I remember, and the feel like was like 8. And I was wearing shorts.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm built different.
Yeah, you're all good.
I then immediately got sick. And for the last 3 days, I've been asking the Lord to bring me home. Like, I've had enough. Like, this is just too much. I've been coughing just absolutely foul.
Yeah. Gonna have his Jordan flu game today, it sounds like.
Yeah. So, with that being said, from this point on, I will now be a little bit more concerned about the weather.
Yeah.
Because I thought, just to be honest, I was better than the weather.
This is who I was in high school.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought I could take down some 13.
Yeah.
Like, all I got to do is pass through the outside to get wherever I was going.
Exactly, right? That's exactly how I think about it, because I'm not going for a marathon.
Oh.
What, I have to go walk into school, takes me a minute tops? I'll be all right. We're good.
I mean, and the destination that I kept finding myself at, there was, just 2 little spots of outside cold, but apparently that was enough to kill me.
Yeah.
So it wasn't enough to kill me, but at certain times I wish it did. So yeah, from now on, I'm locked into the weather at all times.
Yeah, and same. And by the way, we got Landon in the chat, and I agree with you. It's going to be a great Sunday of football. Last week, not so much. Little man was out there in a tank top for half the time, so I got, bad father of the year with that.
In the rain?
Yeah, man, he's trying to show off the guns.
Is he sick?
No, he's fine.
Good for him.
He's a kid. He
I'm glad he survived.
Well, I mean, he had a hoodie. He had a Murray State hoodie with him.
Okay.
But I guess he didn't want to rock the Murray State hoodie. Guess we're not rocking Murray State
anymore. Were you at the game?
Of course. Yeah.
So you were just like, this is okay.
Yeah. And now we didn't stay for the whole game.
Well,
I mean,
sure.
we were all set, know. But but this week will be a lot better. And then Bleak Bills, by the way. I mean, are you a guy that, do you admire the weather? Are you still more of that young end where it's like, doesn't really matter, let me just put my gym shorts on and let's go?
I'm not a fan of it being rainy for
sure.
It was.
He's an old?
Yeah.
Because I used to not care, man. So.
I care now. I'm telling you, if we would have done this bit last week, I would not. I would have told you last week, I'm going to go to Pittsburgh and wear shorts, is what I would have said word for word. Yeah. And then I was in Pittsburgh complaining about the other people that I was with.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you guys aren't even in shorts? And then I died. So from now on, me and the weather, I'm not playing, bro. Like, I got to go to Tennessee next week. I heard it's going to be not 13, but like 30s. I'm like, I bought 2 parkas.
Let's go.
And multiple pairs of jeans. I'm not playing.
Kasey wearing jeans. I don't ever see you wear jeans before.
It's rare.
Okay. Make sure you take a selfie.
I will. This is how stupid I am.
For verification.
I bought jeans to take to Pittsburgh because, like, snow.
Yeah, but it's jeans, man. They ain't comfortable.
I didn't even wear it. They still got the tags on.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Known idiot. Known
well,
idiot.
Speaking of known idiots, should we go to Ann Arbor?
Yeah, that's bad.
Should we break down this Sherrone Moore stuff?
Yeah, really bad. Here's what's crazy about it is, well, like 85 different things that are crazy about it. Here's what's crazy in my world about it.
Yeah.
Michigan is going to play, I assume, in the Cheez-It Bowl in Orlando.
Yes.
So that impacts me business-wise.
Oh.
So literally yesterday at like, I don't know when this came out, but I want to say maybe half hour before, legit, we're texting in our group, and it was like, when do we want to go to this team and this team? And everyone collectively was like, I don't really care about Michigan because, but the point is, it wasn't going to be a fun time. I literally sent, I do want to go to Michigan because I'd like to get more. You can always sell the coach, is what I said.
Yeah, yeah.
Not 20 minutes later, my phone is going off in the same group, just pictures of like, he's done, or he's been fired with cause at first.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it was like, he's been fired with a lot of cause. So I just thought it was crazy that changed that quickly, and now I will not be getting him.
Well, and so this is wild because, so my quote-unquote roommate, who's really just, I house sit for him because he's never around. Right. This is the offshore scientist, is one of the biggest Michigan fans I've ever met.
Oh, really?
And so he's on like every single message board and everything when he's on his boat, just because I'm sure you got to pass the time, right? And
they got Wi-Fi out there?
Oh yeah,
dude,
this is. I mean, come on, like this is his Google we're talking about here. Like they hook him up.
Okay, plus, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. So he's always like on the message boards and everything. And like a week or so ago, he messaged me thinking like, dude, Jamar Moore is gonna be gone. I'm like, because he got beat by Ohio State. Like, I mean, I get it, but like, what are you talking? He's like, nah, there's some stuff that's been kind of like leaking on the message boards. I'm like, okay. And
I think this has been rumbling.
This has been.
If you knew where to look for it.
Yeah, yeah. Like this is an ongoing thing, right? So it happens yesterday, and like you start to hear rumblings. He got fired. So I didn't know what was going. Like I didn't know why he got fired. Right. So I'm like, damn, Michigan is like they're kind of cold. Like I get you got beat by Ohio State. Wasn't maybe like the year that you wanted, but you got Underwood. You got guys coming back. Like you'll be all right. And then maybe an hour later, you start to hear the real details of why he was let go. And, let's get into it real quick. And the funniest, dude, I love to laugh. And this isn't really a funny situation, but when I'm leaving my training session last night from MMA, because, it's not my night to have my son, so I have to call Ronan, check in and everything, see how he's doing. And I talked to Ronan, and Ronan's like, did you hear about the Michigan coach? I'm like, yeah, it's crazy he got fired, huh? And then Ronan's like, well, why did he get fired? And at this time, I know exactly what was going on.
Sure.
Right? So, and keep in mind, he's leaving basketball practice with mom in the car. So, like, I got to, like, navigate this so much, right? Like, I'm teeter-tottering right now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, so supposedly what happened is, like, Sherone Moore, like he's married and he has kids, but I guess like he was hanging out with somebody else that worked, in the stadium.
Yeah, that's good.
And he's like, well, like another friend? I go, yeah, but it was a girl and it probably didn't look the best. And Rowan's, without even like drop of, goes, he was trying to riz her up, huh? And I go, and the only reason I know what that means is because of you and the Rizzler and like that whole thing, or else I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, yeah.
And I go, yeah, he was trying to riz her up, and then he's like, yeah, he got arrested, right? I'm like, well, yeah, I guess what happened was
Too
is
much
that
riz.
No, this is it. I guess he went to this girl's house that he was friends with, and he shouldn't have did that. He's like, oh yeah, you can't be going to girl's house and trying to riz them up there.
Yeah, that's fair.
And bro, I almost drove off the road. I was laughing so hard. Now,
oh boy.
Now, getting into the thick of this, though.
Nice job navigating that.
Oh, thank you, man. I mean, I've never laughed so hard in my entire life.
I can just imagine the other person in the car though when you're telling the story.
Probably not the most impressed.
Because I can assume that she can probably hear it.
Of course. Oh yeah, we're on speakerphone.
I would just love to have like a little dash cam facing the other way, just to see her face as you're kind of navigating this.
Yeah, oh yeah. It wasn't easy, But I think I sucked the landing.
I think you did good.
Kerry Strug style, I had one leg, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't off to a great start with Sherrone Moore, but hey, we're all good. So now, Sherone Moore, Michigan. Obviously, I don't want to say lucked into because he earned it. Earned a great position. One of, I think the most prestigious coaching jobs in college football.
Oh, without a doubt.
And I don't say that lightly. Gets in trouble for having relations. And once again, I think this is a lot of allegedly, but this is ESPN reporting this part. We know this is true. Had a relationship with an executive assistant, who, by the way, is the daughter of a Bears assistant, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, her dad, I guess, works with the Chicago Bears, but that's nevertheless. Has a relationship with an executive assistant. That goes on. He gets busted with that. Now, this is where the allegedly comes into play. Because we ain't going to do Mugshot Mondays again where, we're going to get in trouble. Even though Casey and I miss it too. Allegedly, according to some reports, got the executive assistant pregnant. And then, I guess, whatever took care of it. From once again, allegedly. Right. And then allegedly goes to his home with his family. There's an altercation there. Leaves his home because now it's kind of the walls are coming in on him.
Yep.
Goes to the executive assistant's house. I think makes some threats. Once again, allegedly makes some threats.
Right.
And then he becomes detained and gets arrested. That's what we know right now. Oh, and by the way, and then also, and once again, allegedly, these are reports, but, there's SIs sharing this part, ESPN shared this part as well, gave the executive assistant a giant increase in pay from 1 year to another, to the point where she was making $50,000 one year, and then I guess it went up to 90-something the next year, which leads me to believe I'm in the wrong line of work. If you're making 90, if you're an assistant making 90,000, I'm sorry, 90,000 a year, not too shabby.
Yeah, it has to be.
Your thoughts about Sherone? Oh, and by the way, and now the latest is, and once again, allegedly, that the athletic director is under fire too, and might be losing his job.
Wow.
Due to everything.
I mean, just a mess. I would say, obviously, a lot of that stuff is being reported on, but again,
allegedly.
Here's the thing: you don't get detained and arrested and put somewhere without some of this stuff being.
Yeah.
Where
there's smoke, there's fire.
From what I gather, and I could be dead wrong here, he's not getting arrested if all that happened was he was having a relationship with a staffer.
No,
you're not getting arrested for that.
No, of course not.
You're getting arrested for the other stuff.
Yeah.
That may or may not be true, but everybody's reporting on allegedly is true. It's crazy to me that your job can be the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines football team, like you said, one of the top, I would say, 5 jobs in college football.
Yeah.
And maybe even a shorter list than that.
I mean, NIL, resources, tradition, all of fan base, you got it all. Branding.
And you have, I don't know how you have time to do this and keep this under wraps, because this is a thing that's been happening.
Of course. Yeah, this is an ongoing thing.
Right. This guy was beating Michigan, and this was probably going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you keep all of that together for as long as you did? I think that's insane.
Yeah.
And I think it's just, there's a lot of coaches that could do a lot of stuff that I'd be like, whatever. This one surprises me, I think, just because of the job. The head coach of Michigan did.
Yeah.
This to me would be like, if this came out and it was Kirby Smart, I'd be like, well, I'm flabbergasted. The head coach of Georgia did.
Yeah,
Nick
exactly.
Saban. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where I put this.
There's certain institutions where it's like, dang. If this happened, and I'm not, whatever, give me James Madison.
Sure.
All right.
We're not even talking about it.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's a 24-hour news cycle. We'll bring it up, and then we'll go on with our lives.
Gone.
This is a huge deal, man. And, we saw this with Michigan State and Mel Tucker, a former coach of mine.
That's right.
This Patino.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of this. Or is it not
Rick Pitino?
Yeah, Rick Pitino. Yeah. we've seen a lot of it, and I don't understand, man.
I don't either.
I don't understand how you're gonna take this opportunity. And once again, like your business is your own, right? Like you're a married man, you got kids. If you want to go, and once again, why you'd ever want to go around, especially being the coach of Michigan, right? Like there's nowhere to hide.
No.
Like in this era where everyone's got a cell phone, there's cameras everywhere. How you think that you can get away with?
I know
what you did. How are you supposed to beat Ohio State if you can't even if you don't have the wherewithal to say, you know what? I have a wife and kids. Let me go ahead and hang out with my executive assistant and try to make that work.
Yeah.
Like if that's where your mind goes, then yeah, I don't think coaching is going to be for you.
Probably not.
So if you're Michigan, now what? Right? Because the timing couldn't be worse.
I mean, it's bad. For Michigan, for sure.
Chad is, by the way, is on fire right now.
Insane.
I love it. Yeah.
You're not wrong, but
yeah.
So in terms of like football and all that, first, I guess you got to figure out if you're getting rid of your AD. You're screwed.
Correct. You're screwed either way.
Because if you're getting rid of your AD, I would think you're hiring that guy first before the coach.
Well, and maybe the fact is that they need the AD to get the new coach, and they let the AD go. Who knows? Like maybe that's what they're going to do.
See that?
Because I'm just saying time is of the essence, though.
For sure.
You've already missed the coaching cycle.
Right.
You have a bunch of committed recruits. Like you got to make this quick and try to save face as much as possible.
Yeah.
Or else you're going to the Purdue Rutgers dark ages if you don't figure this out real quick.
Yeah, I mean, truly, and you just, like you said, you just had recruits sign, and you're still in the market of keeping Bryce Underwood because I'm sure he's right now like, see ya. You know what I mean? I mean, he's still.
How could you not be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're screwed. And by the way, if I'm the AD who may or may not get fired, or I'm sorry, if I'm the coach that gets hired by the AD who may or may not get fired, I'm not thrilled about that.
Yeah.
Like assuming they come interview me, right? I want to be the head coach of Michigan, but I also know if they're going to fire this guy who's interviewing me tomorrow,
true,
and they bring in a new AD, I'm fired next year.
Yeah.
So I don't know I feel like you almost have to promote internally again. But I would think if the AD thing was figured out and you could do that, I would be intrigued to see how big the Michigan job is. We just talked about it. We think it's top 5 in the country. But, like, if it truly is top 5 in the country, you would have legit coaches leave their current job for that job.
Well, let me ask you this, and obviously this isn't going to happen because he just signed. If this happens a month ago, right, and it hits the coaching cycle, Lane Kiffin, if you were Lane, would you pick LSU or would you pick Michigan?
Oh, I think there is so much attractiveness about the Michigan job for Lane Kiffin just because for 365 days he could troll Ohio State. You know what I mean? Like, that's part of his brand.
That's true. That's true.
And I think...
But you feel like he's always kind of been he's been an SEC dude, you know? But, like, could he...
But you think Michigan's a better job than Ohio State? Not Ohio State, sorry, LSU.
No, I think it's comparable. I mean...
It's very comparable, but they're probably somewhat cool.
Yeah.
Because you're getting basically unlimited resources both places.
The only argument I guess I would make is...
10's easier?
Well, that's easy. Yeah, I mean, there's pros and cons to each. I think LSU, you're the king. Like, you're the only show in town.
Sure.
With Michigan, well, yeah, you're kind of only show, but you got Michigan State as well.
Yeah.
Right? But...
I don't know.
And plus, then you got... I mean... Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's a horse apiece. Kalen DeBoer is the name of this. Is what my friend mentioned, too, as well. I guess they're talking about in the message boards in Michigan. Kalen DeBoer is the favorite, right? Or that's who they want to bring in.
I would assume the Michigan fans think they can get anybody they want, which might be a somewhat fair assessment. I mean, wouldn't you?
Okay, if I'm a Michigan fan and I'm the mighty Michigan, yeah, I'm going to be a little cocky and try to beat my chest and be
the
we're
Gators
still
fans
Michigan.
Thought they could get whoever they wanted to. That was clearly fake.
But I don't think that's the truth right now, especially with the AD situation. Like,
yeah,
I think Michigan fans are about to come back down to reality and think, hey, this isn't just a 1 year, put a Band-Aid on it and we'll be fine. Like, I think more will come of this. Now, if you're Kalen DeBoer, you're in Alabama where, I feel like he's always on the hot seat just because of who he's replacing.
Yeah.
Right? Like, no one's got a fair shake to go to Alabama after Nick Saban was there.
No.
Right? Like,
no.
Kalen DeBoer could go undefeated and lose the last game of the season, and people are going to hate him for it.
Sure.
Like, it's national championships or bust.
Right.
If you look at Michigan, and I get like they recently won a championship more recently than even Alabama, but you look now with the situation, and it's almost like if Kalen DeBoer wants to go there, you're going to get a long leash.
Oh yeah,
because you're going to be welcomed with open arms. It ain't going to be, hey, you better win a national championship in 2 years because you're replacing Nick Saban. It's more like, hey, are you married? Cool. Do you love your wife? Great. Do we have to worry about you? No?
It's
okay.
true.
Then go beat Ohio State and we'll be happy.
Yeah, there probably is some.
Like, expectations are a lot lower right now for Kalen DeBoer. So if you're Kalen DeBoer, what are you doing?
I mean, I'd be interested if I was him to be.
And then we got Delphonic, then Lane Kiffin to Alabama. Could you imagine the theater?
I mean, Kiffin would be pissed if Alabama opens up. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Listen, if I'm DeBoer, I'd be interested just because, like everything you just said, I think Kalen DeBoer in his heart of heart knows how the Alabama thing's going to end eventually, and that's with him getting fired for losing 2 games or something like that. The one thing that's interesting about him though is if he truly was interested, and Michigan was truly interested, you do have some time because you wouldn't even go into that before the playoff game.
Yeah.
So Michigan, like you could almost be like, let Michigan, if DeBoer is interested and they know he's interested, let them figure that out. The AD thing. I'm gonna stay here and coach Bama. I'm not gonna say anything, honestly, hopefully, unlike Kiffin and all that. Coach the playoff game. They could win.
What happens if he wins the whole thing?
Not going.
Okay.
He ain't winning though.
Yeah, I mean,
you coach the playoff game. Maybe you win that, and if you don't, you at least built in another week or so.
Yeah.
But could you imagine if Alabama opens up in January? That'd be wild.
That would be insane.
Because then again, they could get whoever they want, except Kiffin probably. Anybody they wanted.
Yeah.
Then some other somewhat prestigious job's probably going to open.
Yeah.
Just a mess. This has created a huge, massive mess, maybe not just for Michigan.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt. Like, to me, it's kind of a catch-22. Because the next head coach at Michigan, like, you're walking in as a savior. Because it's almost like we felt about Coach Campanelli here. Well, you're replacing Ryan Nielsen. We had the worst defense last year.
Just don't suck.
Like, just make it better and you're fine. Well, whoever replaces Michigan and everything and what's going on, like, what are you you're replacing a guy who really threw away his opportunity. Yep. And that's it. So
and wasn't great at the job.
No, it wasn't necessarily great. Like people were already kind of calling for his job regardless of all these things happening.
Did beat Ohio State.
Sherrone Moore did beat Ohio State. Now was it with his guys? You make that argument and everything. But no, true. He did beat Ohio State as an underdog.
That's it. I mean, they were ranked this year and they shouldn't have been.
Correct.
He got Bryce Underwood there.
Yeah.
But that had more to do with, NIL.
Yeah.
So, just show up to the press conference, say I love my wife, we're going to win some football games.
Yeah.
And you're already,
exactly
in the good graces.
Exactly. So it's a job that you're going to walk into and it's kind of going to be a fire just because we're not sure about the AD. Obviously, with recruiting and everything, like you may have hurt yourself, but also you're going to get a long, leash and some leeway. So it's kind of a catch-22.
You may have to punt. If this sounds crazy, but how long can you wait to find a coach? Because you're going to lose your players.
I know. Yeah.
Do you just go that route and let him go?
You may have to just go in house.
Promote somebody for next year. This sounds insane, but they could promote somebody. If your players leave, they leave. Spend the whole year finding the coach you want for 27.
Yeah.
And then, what I would be fascinated by this. I don't think this is how this is going. But obviously, there's always rumblings about John Gruden.
Sure.
He's available.
Yeah.
And he does bring a little. He's not an AD, but he does bring a little bit of stability.
And listen, I love Jon Gruden.
There's stuff there,
but there's a reason why he's been out of the game for a little bit.
Yeah.
Not saying I agree with everything, but
sure,
there were some optics that weren't good with Jon Gruden either.
Yeah.
Right. And granted, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, can you risk that if you're Michigan by obviously letting a guy go that has all the bad optics and now bringing a guy in that his last coaching stint wasn't probably in the best light?
True, but if you know you're screwed, which they are, I assume. If you call Kalen DeBoer, he's like, no. If you call Dan Lanning, and he's like, no. And you call candidates 6, 7, 8, and you don't have your guy that you like, do you go, okay, what's the better option here? Should we hire Jon Gruden to coach 1 year and see what happens? Mm-hmm. Or should we promote our defensive line coach?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I kind of be interested to see what Gruden could do. Mm-hmm. You tell him, hey, you only got 1 year.
Sure.
Either win them all or you're done. I feel like Gruden would do it to get back into coaching.
Yeah.
It would be a weird publicity thing that might work.
But to be fair, though, too, I think in terms of, once again, entertainment, we talk about all the time, recruiting. You mean to tell me I'm a high school recruit and Jon Gruden's going to be my coach?
That's how you might keep
I'm
Underwood.
a little intrigued.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, he knows quarterbacks.
Yeah.
He says some goofy stuff. It would be goofy. Yeah. But again, if you're sitting there knowing you're not getting coach 1 through 8 that you want, mm-hmm. and the option is promote somebody internally that does not have head coaching experience, which you just did and didn't work, mm-hmm. do you goof around and try something like that? I don't know. I mean,
another name being thrown on a little bit. He's a former Ohio State player, so I'm sure he knows all about Michigan. Marcus Freeman of Notre Dame. If you're Marcus Freeman, are you considering it for the fact of you're at a university where you've obviously you put them in a new echelon, but you're still independent. You don't get a lot of respect. Every year I feel like it's going to be a roller coaster just based off of who you play and what the committee thinks about you. Do you try to go to maybe a more grounded approach and go to Michigan?
That would be fast. Boy, the Notre Dame people.
Nope.
Better job.
Michigan or Notre Dame. Once again, I think
after Notre Dame didn't just get in,
I know, but I think it's comparable. I think in terms of once again branding and everything, it's 1A, 1B.
I'd listen.
You listen. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Yeah.
The way that this thing just went for Notre Dame, I would sit there if I was Marcus Freeman and be like, oh, I'm not going through that again.
Yeah.
I'm sure Notre Dame could pay whatever too, but freaking. I'd call him. I would definitely call him if I was Michigan.
Casey, real quick before we go to break here, how does this whole thing end? Is the AD getting let go? Is this going to be is everyone in that coaching staff going to be gone? How does – and I get it's still an ongoing thing. And by the way, condolences to Michigan basketball now who gets pushed back to the back of the line because I'm not sure if you've been following college basketball. Dusty May has Michigan basketball 9-0 right now.
They're good.
Number 2 in the country, and they are blowing out teams.
They are good.
Played Villanova last night, 89-61, and Dusty May goes, we're not even hitting our stride yet. They're really good. They're on the back burner. Sorry.
For sure.
It's Michigan football now, but
yeah.
How does this whole thing end?
I would fire. If you're going to fire the AD, I would do that first. As bad as that would be. Mm-hmm. I would then hire the AD, then I would let the AD. And I feel like you got to set yourself up for stability and to get it right. And I feel like trying to rush to hire the coach before the AD or letting the fired AD hire the coach and all that goofiness. If I was in charge of Michigan, I'd be like, we're in a bad situation, but let's not make a bad situation worse.
Yeah.
We may not win a game in 2026, and that's going to make some people mad and whatever. But we're going to do well in 27, 28 going forward because we're going to make the right leadership changes and then let them find the coach. So I think I would, in a weird way, punt on 26.
Okay.
To set up my lead.
And real quick, we got JD, age 25, signs to identity theft, and now this scandal. That's a big cleanup job. Not wrong once again.
That's bad.
I still feel like despite, maybe an underachieving year, Michigan's still in the spotlight of the Big Ten, right? It's Oregon, it's Ohio State, it's Indiana, and I feel like it's Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
Like those are the big four.
I mean, we had to watch Michigan in primetime multiple times, and they weren't that good.
Of course. Do you think will they stay relevant in the next couple of years, or are they? Or well, my point is, are they going to go down to like a Northwestern level, or like where it's like, yeah, remember? I mean, Northwestern has always kind of been Northwestern, but like, does the brand fall? No,
I still think it just not for a 1 year blip.
Too big to fail.
Yeah. Now, if they're if they screw this up and hire another coach that's goofy and does goofy stuff, then potentially. But I think if it's just a 1 year blip, I think they survive. Yeah. But yeah, man, they've had a lot of stuff, and they won a national championship. It's
crazy, man. People with their demons, though. Like I mean, you're in the one of the best roles you can be in. And you throw it all away. But you know what, man? And like, once again, I'm not making up excuses for what happened because that's all on him, right? Like, more, that's all on you. But I almost call it like the Anthony Bourdain effect. You know who Anthony Bourdain was? Yeah. I loved Anthony Bourdain. Okay. Loved watching the show. And I always thought to myself, like, man, this guy is living the life. You literally get paid handsomely to go around the countries, to drink, to eat, to be married, to talk to people. Like, who wouldn't want that life? Like, you watch him on TV, it's like this guy is living the life. Yeah. Dude offs himself. And it's like, if you're not happy with that life, man, what is happiness, right? And then you see, once again, it's not as severe, but it's still a big deal. You're the head coach of Michigan. You got it all. I mean, and you're 2 years removed away from beating Ohio State. You won a national championship recently. Like, you're good, man. You won. You're getting paid millions and millions of dollars. It ain't good enough, man. Yeah. People got their demons. It's wild.
It's real. I was thinking about that in a different context. But it is wild that everybody is just, for the most part, hardwired different.
Yeah.
It's like, what would you do? Like, most people would be like, not that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then you get there, and it's like, who knows?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Know, man.
And hopefully you wouldn't, ruin multiple people's lives, including yourself. But it's just, to your point, like, it's weird how people are just mention Robin Williams.
Yeah. Dude's always happy-go-lucky, you think, and
right. It's just
everyone's got their issues, man.
It's crazy. And
yeah,
you just keep fighting the good fight, but don't ruin other people's lives. If you're going to ruin your life, don't ruin other people's lives would be my advice.
Nicely done, Kasey.
And Sherrone Moore didn't work that way.
It did not work that way. We'll keep everybody updated if there's new developments and everything. I'm sure there will be. So we'll talk about that some more. But we got Jags, Jets to talk about a little bit.
Oh, boy.
Kasey, I want to come back in. And listen, you're sharing my enthusiasm here, right? No one's really taking the Jets seriously.
This is great, though.
Should you be worried at all? And let me ask you this, Kasey, and this is something for the break. If you're Liam Cohen right now, how are you motivating your players? How are you putting the chip on their shoulder? Because right now, I think it's 11 or 12. You're 12-point favorites at home. Ooh. Jacksonville Jaguars have never been in this situation, I feel like, in a while. How do you keep your guys from, having a trap game, if you will, and not looking forward to the Denver Broncos? We'll talk about that next here on the Brent and Austen Show.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models, or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway, or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC, we are professional grade.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now, the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar. Grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show. Austen Lane, Kasey Kuhrts in for Brent Martineau today. We got bleak Bills in the drive-through window, pushing all the right buttons. Kasey, the New York Jets.
Oh, bad.
They were one of your darlings, I feel like.
Yeah,
dog. And I said darlings for the people that want to do the training camp darling stuff, but you like the Jets going into the season.
I did.
I think a lot of people did.
Thought they were a playoff team.
You were a big Justin Fields believer.
I was, correct.
As a lot of people were. I drafted him in fantasy. I was a believer as well. Unfortunately, he's been inactive on my team now for 12 weeks. Not the season that Aaron Glenn and Jets fans wanted.
No.
Should the Jaguars be any sort of scared of the Jets? And now me and Hamby did this exercise yesterday, and my only argument was, like, every team's going to have good players.
Yeah.
We saw the Tennessee Titans, right? Like, they have Jeffrey Simmons.
They got one.
He's a good player. if Justin Fields does in fact play, even though the QBR might be the worst in the NFL, like his ability to run does scare me a little bit.
Sure.
Like if I'm grasping at straws here.
Yeah.
But nothing really else because Wilson's out.
Yep.
Mechie.
Okay.
Breece Hall.
Oh.
Breece Hall.
But you would assume the Jags stopped the
Correct. So does anything scare you about the New York Jets?
Not really. I think the Jets are better than the Titans.
Really? Okay.
You don't think so?
I mean, I think it's up for debate.
No, I mean they're both terrible.
Yeah.
I just feel like I would lean, and maybe that's because we just watched the Titans be absolutely terrible.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So like, what's fresh in your head? You don't really. I assume you're not watching the Jets.
But also, I just saw Tennessee go to Cleveland and kind of pick apart their defense.
That was wild.
Yeah,
that was insane.
But that's the NFL for you.
It is.
Yeah.
I just feel like I just watched the Titans, and I went, "This might be the worst team to ever play the sport." So the Jets have to be better, I think, is where I'm at there. And also, I think I just have more faith in, like, Aaron Glenn.
Sure.
To maybe have his team show up. Like, interim coach on the Titans, McCoy, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the guy that was...
Jags guy?
Yeah, former guy that was super annoyed with Brent for asking a question. Remember that whole thing?
Mm-mm.
Brent talked to him at a press conference or something, and he kind of, like, blinked like he was a little annoyed.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Screw that guy then.
Delphonic has the video someplace.
Okay.
I know. Yeah.
But like, I just feel like the guy that's actually the coach of the team is going to have the team a little bit more prepared versus the interim coach who is a quarterback's coach that might not know anything about the defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now roster wise,
I mean, listen, you consider roster wise, you can say like Jermaine Johnson.
Yeah, I mean,
not bad. Like
quality.
Yeah, Will McDonald. I watched a couple games with him. Like he's good off the edge. Quincy Williams, former Jacksonville Jaguar. I think former All-Pro last year, if I'm not mistaken, at linebacker. Like, I mean, well, like I said, Casey, like every team's gonna have good players.
Yeah.
It's the NFL for a reason.
Yeah.
But if you look at their offense, set aside from Breece Hall, and if right now Justin Fields isn't on track to play, it's going to be Brady Cook again, who, if you watched that game a little bit or did any research, wasn't a good look for Brady Cook in his start.
You should stomp him, no matter
you should stomp
what happens. I will say, if Justin Fields plays, if I was Aaron Glenn, I'd be like, we are running the wheel. We are running option. I wouldn't even try to throw it.
Yeah.
Just because that's the only thing you can really do, I think. Because Breece Hall is their best player, I think. So, anyway.
Yeah.
I think they're better than the Titans, but I don't think that's any reason to believe they. Like, I think it's a weird, take this as one word, weird, comfortable place to be as a Jags fan, where you sit here and say, and I think everyone would agree, it's the Jags we're talking about. This team is coming here, and everybody, I think, is a weird, comfortable place. Like, they should stomp them.
Yeah.
There is no scenario the Jets should beat them.
Of course. And like this is, and I understand it. We haven't been here a lot. Right? Like we haven't been to the point where it's like, and I still think there's a school of thought where it's like, okay, we're overlooking the Jets already. You know, like I don't think that's the case. I think like you have a great team in Jacksonville. And yeah, I'll say it, a great team in Jacksonville. Right now, they're third in the AFC, and they can go higher depending on what happens with the Broncos and everything and the Patriots. You have a great team. You have a really bad team that's had a really bad season that has lost a lot of their great players to trades or injuries or whatever the case may be that is coming to your building. It's okay to have expectations that you're supposed to curb stomp this team. That's what great teams and fan bases of great teams expect. Now, are we putting the cart before the horse, calling the Jacksonville Jaguars a great team because they have showed, all right, well, you played the Rams, what happened, right? You played the Seahawks, didn't go your way. Obviously, the fourth quarter in Houston, I get all that. But, like, this is the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, the Rams, who we think is probably the best team in the NFL, went to Carolina, and Carolina, like, put, 30 points on them.
Yeah.
Bryce Young went off. So this is the NFL, and yes, those things happen. But I don't see this being a Ram situation where the Jaguars got to travel to the West Coast. I don't see this as a situation where Bryce Young's kind of been up and down in his career, but he has shown the brilliance to be a great quarterback or a very good quarterback.
Sure.
You're not going to have that with Brady Cook.
Nah, bro.
Okay? So, like, it's okay. I understand, like, and I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous. I'm like, man, what am I not seeing? Like, sure. what am I not dissecting? What am I not talking about where this game could actually be a nail-biter? And I don't see it. Like, literally the only thing I got is Justin Fields. And he may not even play.
I mean, if you're really, really looking for something.
Oh, I'm trying, Casey. I'm deep diving.
Well, I would say the only thing would be they are fast in terms of A.D. Mitchell,
sure,
super fast. John Mechie, fast. Mm-hmm. They could potentially get past your corners. Now, what would then have to happen is Brady Cook would have to get him the ball.
Well, and their young offensive line, especially that tackle, because they have some young guys who they seem to like, but
I get it.
Still young.
But to me, that's the only way that anything – if I were them, I'd run the ball twice with Breece Hall, and I would then put my receivers in a straight line.
Yeah.
And whichever one looks like they're going to be open, Brady Cook's just throwing it that direction is what I would do. Maybe they hit one of those because they're just fast.
Mm-hmm.
That gets them to 7, the way I see it. Maybe they kick a field goal that gets them to 10. Maybe in a absolute worst case scenario, Breece Hall breaks the tackle and scores a 99-yard. That gets them to 17.
Sure.
Multiple things would have to go wrong, I think, to get them to 17 points.
Sure.
Can you score 20?
I think we've seen they can.
You might be able to score 20 on defense if Brady Cook's the quarter. I mean,
yeah,
serious.
I know.
You might at least get 7.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I think it's just the evolution of a team that's not even great, not even good, just not terrible. Because think about the halfway decent teams in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
When the Jets come play them, I assume they think, yeah, we're beating them.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
But then, once again, Casey, though, last week, I'm sure the Bucs thought they're going to beat the Saints. No one was giving Tyler Shuck a chance.
That's fair.
And then Tyler Shuck,
that's fair,
pulls out his white Mike Vick impression and rushes for 2 touchdowns. So, this is the thing, right? It's the NFL. Crazy things happen.
Yeah.
If you're Liam Cohen, because the players in that locker room can't afford to talk like us right now.
No.
Right? Like,
hopefully not.
You're not going to have Josh Hines-Allen, or you're not going to have Trevor Lawrence talking about, like, well, yeah, I mean, they suck. Like, good players, but come on.
It's us.
Hey, come on. It'll be all right. Like, you can't think like that.
No.
You're professional athletes. Liam Cohen's got him where he needs to have him. But if you're Liam Cohen, so then what's the motivating factor right now? What's the speech that you're giving to try to get the best out of your team and not let them look forward to Denver? Because we all know what it is.
Sure.
And once again, we can afford to talk like this, but they can't. That Denver game is going to be huge.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think it'd be somewhat tough for Liam Cohen, but I think if I were Liam Cohen, the approach I would take in Sweat that and various other like, that Liam Cohen has that, like, I don't know if dog in him's the right word, but maybe cockiness, a little bit arrogant, right?
Confidence.
Confidence is great.
Yeah, confidence.
You see it in those locker room videos they post.
Of course, yeah.
If I was Liam Cohen this week, I'd be like, all right, how much can we beat them by? The other teams are, talking about this, talking about that, right? You've seen teams put up 30-something on this team, 30-something on this team.
Yeah.
We need one of those, boys.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go absolutely effing kill them.
Yeah.
Step on their throat.
Yeah.
They've got a quarterback that's played one game in the half a game in this league.
Yeah.
Go get them. I think that's the approach I would take. Need's probably not the right word, but again, that's why I'm not a coach. But I would say we need a dominating, shouldn't even be on the same field as us win.
Yeah.
Go do it. You guys are capable.
And it's an interesting thought, Casey, because, like, even against the Colts, you could sense that he was trying to go for the throat.
Yeah.
It was 4th and 1 on their own side of the field. I think it was in that would have been fourth quarter when they went for it.
No.
You're up pretty decisively.
Kill him.
They had a quarterback that you weren't really afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
You were shutting Jonathan Taylor down. You could have punted it.
Yeah.
But you're going for the throat.
That's
which
let me make those decisions. Like, put me in a position where we can kill them. That's what I've said to my offense.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to put up 70? I'm going to let you try.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll make Logan Cook inactive if you guys want me to. If you guys want to score points. You know what I mean? That's
Logan Cook's inactive.
Let me make decisions that I might get questioned for so you guys can score 70. And if on the other side, you want 5 sacks in a game, go do it.
Yeah.
Like, this is set that, I guess, standard, if you will.
Yep.
And play a game like that, and then go into Denver with that confidence would be my thought.
Well, let me ask you this, Kasey. And, it's something I spoke out against before a couple weeks ago in terms of, you can't look at the past, right? And you kind of just got to take it one game at a time. Like, I love that narrative that Liam Cohen's bringing to the table, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not worried about Denver right now. We're not worried about what we did against the Colts. We're focused on the Jets right now. Do you think it would be beneficial, though? Because we all know what it is. That Houston Texans game has made all the difference in the world. It made all the difference to Houston, but it also made all the difference in the world to the Jacksonville Jaguars. If they don't lose like they did to Houston in the fourth quarter, we've all said this many times, without the risk of repeating myself too much, the Chargers game doesn't go like it did.
Yeah.
The Colts game, I don't think, goes like it did.
Sure.
Like that may have been the best thing to happen to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's crazy to say for this season, but it helped them out a lot. Do you bring up the fact, if you're Liam Cohen, that the Texans are right on our heels? They beat us in a game that we had no business losing. Close the door on the Texans. Like, do you play the game now where it's like, we don't like Houston? And listen, you shouldn't like Houston at all going into this season.
Yeah.
You definitely don't like them now after that game. Do you kind of put it like, hey, our enemy right now is right on our heels, and if we lose any of these games, they can overtake us?
Yeah.
Like, do you talk about that, or are you not focused about Houston?
Yeah, I don't hate that. I think it's like the way that you lost to Houston, I think brings that into like conversation.
Yeah.
Like, we tried to give it to them.
Yeah.
Now take it back.
Sure, there you go.
Just handle your business. You don't have to think about them.
Yeah.
But if you beat the Jets in a way, that screws Houston, which is what we want to do as a team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I would play that card. I'd play that card against the Colts. Like, not that you're worried about the Colts at this point. I'm sure they may have to be not worried, but prepared. But I mean, if you're Liam Cohen and you throw the AFC South on the whiteboard this week, it's like, all right, Houston, we hate them. We gave them one. Screw them. We take care of business against the Jets. We're doing what we got to do. Then you throw a picture of Phillip Rivers, and you're like, and then you throw a picture of the Titans, which is trash. And then it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing to.
Yeah.
We can handle this.
Yeah.
Go handle your business.
So, and once again, without contradicting myself, because I am all for living in the moment, I do feel like you have an opportunity, if you're Liam Cohen, to use the past as that chip on your shoulder. Because your team changed since that Houston Texans game.
Right.
So maybe revisit that. Maybe remind everybody, and especially in a game against the Jets where you're 10, 11, 12-point favorites, that everyone's expecting you to win. No, it's not even going to be close. If you need that chip on your shoulder, which this team has shown when they have the chip on their shoulder, great things can happen. And let's be honest, Aaron Glenn's giving you nothing right now. Aaron Glenn's not like, oh, yeah, I don't think the Jaguars are that good. Like, you have nothing right now for this locker room that can point to say, hey, they're not believing in us.
Sure.
It's us against the world. No one's saying that. Now, everyone, including myself, was talking about that after the Houston Texans game. You gave that game away? Is this team even a playoff caliber team? What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Right? We've come a long way from that to now where it's like, yeah, go out, beat the Jets by 21. Do what you got to do. So if you're trying to find that edge and if you're trying to find that chip, because that's what this team needs, I think, to succeed. They don't have that right now with playing the Jets.
Right.
I think you bring the Texans back into play. And I just think to say, you know what? If you want to keep the Jets or the Texans out of this and you want to keep them off our heels, then you better go out and kick the Jets' ass. Because if you don't, then you're giving Houston faith.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing we want to do right now.
Plain and simple.
Plain and simple.
I'll make Logan Cook inactive. I swear I'll do it. We're not punting.
What a precedent.
So we're scoring 76 points. We're not punting.
What a precedent. Hey, can you imagine like the press conference after? We're like, hey, Liam, why was Logan Cook in that? Was he hurt? No. We scored 70. What do you want from him?
Could you imagine, though? Like, just imagine that moment as like a Jags fan where the punter's inactive. You're like, what are we doing? Brent's freaking out on countdown to kickoff. They win, 46-3.
Sure.
And you go in the post game, like, still probably the first question is like, what happened to Logan Cook? Weren't going to punt.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the aura? Could you imagine just the bravado across the lead? Like, that would be the soundbite of soundbites for the rest of the time. Oh, we weren't going to punt. Could you imagine? It's not going to happen. But
Kasey, that's more impressive than my whole theory of like when you work on a college quarterback and you're getting ready for the draft, the last play that he runs is taking a knee.
Sure.
Like, like a victory formation, and they ask him why you doing that because we win football games. I want to make sure you guys see what my victory formation's
right.
Like. The punter thing and sitting him is even crazier than that.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
I love it.
We weren't going to punt. Just calm, cool, collective. Yeah, we knew we weren't punting today.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a t-shirt. That's true. Logan does have to hold kicks. Somebody else could. We could just remember when the backup quarterback used to hold.
Let Trevor or somebody Mullins hold kicks. You got it.
Mullins, maybe not.
Yeah.
Trevor.
Hamilton. Yeah, if you can't have Hamilton snapping it,
just screw around.
Just mess around, man.
That's how bad.
See what you got.
When you played, didn't the backup quarterback hold kicks more times than not?
From what I remember, yeah.
Which is kind of weird if you think about it, because like not a guy known for catching the football.
Well, so here's what I always thought with it. I always thought it was an advantage because then you had a guy in case you want to run a trick play that could throw.
Yeah, now he's going to get up and throw the ball.
Well, yeah, but how many like trick field goal play? I mean, are there a year? Never. Yeah. And with Logan Cook, man, you could probably run a power or something with him. Dude's from Mississippi. He ain't afraid to lower his shoulder and get some contact for a yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember it was always like backup quarterback, and then now it's like never.
Yeah.
Still isn't Madden though, boy. I got the backup holding. That's the only place I see fake field goals in Madden.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's really realistic. You know how that goes. All right.
Oh, I got so mad.
Well, I'll tell you where we're gonna go next. We're gonna go fishing next. Actually, here let's go ahead and
wear jeans out there.
Probably wear jeans. Don't wear your gym shorts, Kasey. We don't need you getting any more sicker than you already are. So, Bleep Bills, we'll take a break here. When we come back, we will be joined by the one and only Paul Dozier. Talk some fishing. Maybe talk the Michigan latest.
Oh boy.
Talk college football in general. Who does he like in the playoffs? A lot to get to here on the Brent and Austen Show.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game.
We show no mercy.
Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown!
Duval! ETN is going to take it all the way!
Right here on CBS 47.
CBS 47.
Right here. Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
You have the opportunity to explore what you might want to do with your life.
There's so many opportunities here that it can spark interest that you didn't even know you had.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet is truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show. Bleak Bill's pushing all the right buttons. So far, so good for Bleak Bill. It's been a little bit for him.
Yeah.
Haven't had any instances. Haven't had any Hamby spots. So yeah, so far, so good, man. You're, I would say your PFF grade is, what are you going to give, like a 90?
Yes.
He's in the blue right now on PFF.
Right. If Hamby was here, we would have heard him eating by now. We would have heard some random sounds.
Some ring clicking on the cat, like on the table. His ring, he does.
Some videos that we definitely said, Hamby, please don't play. We'd hear him listening to it. Then we'd all get a little bit uncomfortable. Be like, please don't put that on the air.
Zins being popped. The Zin tin being popped on the microphone. Yeah, man. It's the whole gambit. But so far, so good. But hey, it's like a cocky. We still got 2 hours left to go a little bit. We got Kasey Kuhrts in here filling in for Brent Martineau. We go from professionalism to a little more rough around the edges around the show.
Yeah, I hope Brent never comes back, personally. Where is he anyway?
He's on his way back, I think. I don't know.
Somewhere?
He's on the road, yeah.
Oh, he just went on vacation in the middle of the week.
Yeah, there you go. But then we are also joined by, and we're going fishing with Paul Dozier. Paul, how we doing, man?
We're doing great. The fact that Brent's working, that's what all he does is work. He's a working guy.
He is a working man, yeah. I think he had to pick up the parents or the in-laws for something for Christmas and then bring them back or something like that. Hamby tried to explain it to me,
what
but
a guy.
I was trying to plan the show. I know, man. Salt of the earth, Brent Martineau.
He's okay.
Not so salt of the earth, though, is what's going on in Michigan right now. Paul, want to get your thoughts before we get into fishing a little bit?
Yeah, I read up on that. Not ideal.
Not ideal at all. Now, keep in mind, we have to say allegedly on the show because we don't want to make any false, but there seems to be a lot of evidence leaning towards
It's
not a good look.
I think if you're a football coach and you get fired with cause, and then within 3-4 hours of the news breaking, or maybe 2 hours of the news breaking, you're in jail.
Yeah,
it's probably not a desirable deal. I don't know. Who knows what's true, what's not true, but it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound good. And I happened to look at some Michigan message board stuff last night just to see what their meltdown was. And it seems like there's a cover-up going on maybe that I don't know that the AD is going to survive this. And, Michigan's – they've had their foot on a banana peel for a while. They've been on the slippery slope, doing some sketchy stuff, the sign stealing and the show causes, and I don't know. I think it might be time for old Ward. What's his name? Ward something. The AD. He might be. Maybe Scott Strickland will be up for that job.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, they are calling for his job right now to replace the AD at Michigan because, like you said, once again, allegedly, but there has been kind of a cover-up going on because this has been going on for a while. And how it's been going on for a while and has been brought to the light until now is beyond me.
Yeah, well, apparently it was going to continue to be reading on the, again, this is allegedly, and allegedly. Certainly message board stuff is certainly allegedly. I mean, more than anything, Lane Kiffin's supposed to be done. The contract was signed, okay? But allegedly, it would still be being covered up if the family of the mistress hadn't gotten involved or whatever.
Correct.
Crazy.
So, yeah.
You know what's wild, by the way? I was going to bring this up earlier, but no. Is there any, does anything else have a message board other than college football teams?
No.
Everybody I know that, Florida fans are like, oh, we're on the message board. Florida State fans I'm like, nobody else is doing this.
It's a good point.
But college football fans, man, the message boards are hot any second of the day. I respect it.
It's a good point.
I look at it. I look at I take it with a grain of salt unless a certain one or two of the mods say something, because they have to be careful. They have to say allegedly. They can't just go throw stuff out and rumors and stuff.
Right.
But, you do see some things on there that, different perspectives. A lot of people are really stupid on message boards. It's a fact. There's people, and who knows where these people are and who they are. There was a kid on one of the message boards with the Lane Kiffin stuff. It acted like he had sources, and it comes out the kid's 15 years old. He doesn't. He's just
because you can do whatever you want.
I know.
In a way,
I know. Yeah.
He would go from one message board and then read what the people that were in the know in that message board, and then go to another message board and post it like he was reporting it or like he was the guy. But I'm surprised the Bold City Brigade doesn't have a message board. I mean, they could pull it off.
I mean, I feel like Jag's Twitter. Yeah, I'm surprised there's not, because Jag's Twitter has been known to end careers, let alone
Twitter is a message board.
Yeah,
I guess that's a good point. Twitter is a message board.
Kind of.
It just makes me laugh because literally my buddy will text me constantly because he's a big Gator guy.
Yeah,
he'll text me recruiting stuff, and it's just screenshots for the message board. I'm like,
yeah,
bro, we gotta get on with it. But anyway, I think it's wild.
Paul, real quick, do you think Marcus Freeman, Caleb DeBoer, any of those guys up for the position, or would you stay where you're at?
There's message board rumors that DeBoer is not happy at Alabama, the pressure cooker. It's a pressure. You talk about Florida being a pressure cooker, but by the way, Michigan's a pressure cooker too. So if you're going to be Kalen DeBoer, I don't know. Who knows? Mm-hmm. We'll see. If they lose to Oklahoma, they might pack his bags for him.
It's true.
Over there. You replacing Nick Saban, I wouldn't blame him to go. What would be really funny is if he went to Michigan, then Kiffin left LSU and went to.
That's what someone said in our message board in our chat.
You never know. I mean, I don't think that would happen. I'm sure that there's a buyout that would probably be nearly impossible, but Alabama's got plenty. Even though they whine about not having NIL money, they've been doing NIL in Alabama since golly.
Oh yeah,
for many years.
Yeah, and it's funny how Pat McAfee always kind of pokes fun at Nick Saban during the show for saying things like that. Nick Saban just kind of straight faced and everything. Yeah. But yeah, all right. Then real quick, one more football thing. Then we'll get into some fishing here. I mean, what do you make of the bracket? What do you make? Who do you like? Who are some favorites?
Yeah.
Who do you have your eye on, Paul?
I like that next Friday night we got a playoff game.
Yep.
A week from tomorrow. That's cool, right?
Yeah,
I think that's what the college football playoff brings, because generally on December 20th we're watching Texas State and Arkansas Pine Bluff playing in the whatever, the Cookie Bowl.
Pop-Tart Bowl or something.
Yeah. Hey, the Pop-Tart Bowl is prestigious these days.
It is, though.
They
it
eat
is.
the mascot there.
Yeah,
I mean,
know.
Geez.
It's unreal.
But, I'm looking forward to that, and I think they made the schedule right, so you can watch that game on Friday night, and then Saturday at noon you got Texas A&M and Miami, and then they got the two lesser games in the afternoon, in the evening. So if you have a Christmas party to go to, you might miss the Oregon James Madison game. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
We know how that's going to go.
Think so.
And I'm of course curious how Tulane does against Ole Miss. I think that's a little bit fascinating. It might be good for the first half or so. I'm sure Ole Miss should pull away and win, but. Yeah, I like the college football playoff, and I think the more they expand it, we were talking about it before we came on, but the bowl games are becoming more and more meaningless. Even the SEC championship game and the championship games are becoming more and more meaningless. I mean, look, Ohio State and Indiana play a great game, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just flip-flop. No change.
Sure.
No change. But you know, one of Indiana's best players got injured. Now he's out for the season.
True.
So maybe that game hurt their chances to win a national championship. They exceeded my expectations, Indiana. I thought Ohio State.
The same thing.
I bet on Ohio State.
Same.
I thought that they have definitely better players. They're going to have better athletes. They're going to out-athlete them, and they'll win. I mean, I'm impressed with Cignetti, but Indiana seemed like they were man for man on them. And I don't know if they have the depth, but they played a hell of a game.
Has there been any more of an impressive coaching performance the first couple of years of his tenure than Cignetti in Indiana? Because you're talking about Indiana where wasn't even in college football relevancy.
No.
And now you make them in a span of a couple of years into the number one team in the country.
They were one of the worst programs in Division 1A football, or FBS, whatever you want to call it. And now, I mean, unbelievable. I thought last year was a fluke, and I thought when they got in the playoffs last year that they played to not get beat bad, like they knew they were outmanned. Mm-hmm. And I thought I thought it was a bad look, but they got it. They got a chance this year. I think they have a real chance. I hope Pavia wins the Heisman, not Mendoza. I think Mendoza's a bit of a cheese ball, but whatever. Hey,
he was emotional, man. Hamby obviously wasn't a fan of that. The whole Mendoza. Oh yeah, you saw it. All right, last question with college football, Paul. Let's get to some fishing here. What's the I mean, and I say the highest seed in terms of the number and everything. What's the highest seed that can actually win this thing? So, obviously you got Indiana 1, Ohio State 2. Let's see, we got Georgia 3, Texas Tech is 4, Oregon 5, Ole Miss is 6, A&M 7, Oklahoma 8, Alabama 9. Miami 10, and I'll stop right there.
I think the top 10 can win.
You think top 10?
I do.
This is interesting. This is what McGarity said yesterday too, as well. Like he thinks Miami could have a shot.
You look at last year, the 4 teams that had to bye all lost. So
correct.
I mean, I don't expect that to happen again.
That'd be shocking.
I think Ohio State's still the favorite to win. Personally,
I agree.
But Georgia, I mean, I wouldn't want to play Georgia right now. I mean, especially since Hamby's not here, we can say that. But Georgia's playing well. I don't think you want to see them, but I think anybody besides Tulane and James Madison, I think have the horses. Miami's got a good defensive line, man. They can win on any given day. And playing in College Station, they got a lucky draw. Played 11 o'clock in the morning out there. It might be a little sleepy, but I think that Ohio State and Georgia would be my 2 favorites. And you see, we just talked about Indiana. I still disrespect Indiana some.
Hey, it's okay.
I mean, that's how
as is tradition.
It's how you're hardwired, right?
Yeah.
I agree with them. I think Miami could win on any given day. They could beat somebody. And to be honest, I know we've said a lot about Alabama. I would never sign up to play Alabama. You know what I mean?
No matter what.
So would it shock me if Alabama won 2 or 3 games? No.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
right.
Miami could win. Carson Beck could also throw 5 picks in the first half.
100%.
Yeah,
nothing. You just don't know.
It's the Carson Beck experience.
Yeah,
it's experience, though. I would hope he doesn't do that, but he could.
Well, and then if he does, then we'll watch the press conference where he throws everybody else underneath the bus except
blame
himself.
everybody else.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, Paul. Let's get into some fishing, man. Beautiful weather today.
Yeah, it's a little breezy out there today, but it's supposed to be beautiful starting tomorrow offshore. Tomorrow and Saturday are supposed to be beautiful offshore. Sunday is supposed to be nice until late in the afternoon, and it's going to blow up late in the afternoon. The wahoo fishing is very good. There was a 97-pound wahoo, 98-pound wahoo caught last week in the Don Combs tournament. And there was another big one. I haven't seen the weight that was caught yesterday, but another 80, 90-pounder it looked like caught. Wahoo fishing's outstanding, and the bottom fishing's good. Again, if you can get out this time of year, the fish are there waiting on you. You got to go a little further. It's getting colder, so probably starting in about 100 feet of water for the bottom fish, and probably about 120 feet for wahoo, which is 30 to 50 miles offshore.
Okay.
The cobia are going to show up on the reefs in 100 feet of water this time of year. You can catch cobia, which are excellent eating fish. And, all the fishing offshore is sailfish around still. But, again, it's supposed to be like 2 feet at 10 seconds tomorrow, which is about as calm as it gets. You can pretty much go. So if you got a smaller boat and you look to get offshore, tomorrow might be a good day to do that. Inshore, the red fishing and trout fishing is excellent. Sheep's head around the jetties. Surf fishing's been good. Apparently the pompano have moved a little south. I asked an expert pompano fisherman the other day. Apparently they're Matanzas Inlet south now as the water's cooling off. But fishing's great until the water gets in the mid to lower 50s. Then it'll change the fishery a little bit inshore. There'll always be fish at the jetties around the Sheep's Head. Fishing will be good, but then you'll be doing better in the afternoons when the sun gets up in the shallows, catching redfish and stuff like that. The redfish school up and get tight together, and they get in the shallow water where the heat of the day will warm up the flat, so to say.
Okay.
So they're trying to do that, and they feed on crabs and stuff in the mud. So
Paul, what would you say, like, as a fisherman, what's more ideal if you had like colder water or warmer water?
Well, for me, we have the Gulf Stream, which is about 60 miles offshore, which we have spinoffs that come off the Gulf Stream inshore of that. So if let's just say the surf temperature is 60 degrees, the Gulf Stream will be 77 degrees. There's a big difference on that. So in theory, it can concentrate the fish. So you go out there and you find where the water warms up, there could be a mass of fish there. Versus in the warmer months or warmer water, it's 80 degrees from the beach all the way to the Gulf Stream. Sure, it gets a little warmer, but the fish can tolerate that warmer water, so it spreads them out.
Okay.
So I'd rather fish in the fall, winter, and spring than I would summer, especially for pelagic fish like wahoo, mahi, tuna, billfish, stuff like that. Bottom fish also, same type thing. The bottom fish move offshore. Now, red snapper are everywhere, like they always are. But I don't know if we've talked about that. Apparently, we're going to have a 39-day red snapper season next year, which will be fantastic. They're still working on that, but yeah, there's red snapper and stuff inshore. There's some grouper inshore, but as the water gets cooler, those better bottom fish will move offshore too.
How do they stumble upon 39 days?
I don't know, buddy. We probably could have a 12-hour show about
Sure.
Funny, I was doing a podcast yesterday with a guy named, I don't know if you guys ever heard of O-Search, Chris Fisher. They tagged great white sharks, and they caught a great white shark right outside the Mayport jetties in 2012.
Jeez.
14-foot great white shark.
Okay.
3,700 pounds estimated. But yeah, you it's just I don't know. They swim with us, but we were talking about the regulations and everything and what is going on. And the issue is, you asked about the 39 days.
Yeah.
The fishermen and the scientists, you have to think about this. There are two realms of people, and they don't agree with each other, and they truly don't trust each other. We as fishermen have been kicked in the heels, kicked in the shins about this red snapper for the last 15 to 20 years, and because of bad data. And, they say there's no red snapper. Well, you can't go anywhere without catching a boatload of red snapper. So when we come to the boat ramp and some nerds there and asking, what'd you catch? What'd you do?
Yeah.
We don't tell them the truth. We don't lie to them, which is making it even worse. The people that are at the boat ramp or the science has to match up. We need to get together a common ground, and that'll help everybody. But the issue is the fishermen don't trust the science.
Yeah,
and
that makes sense.
Probably a little bit vice versa.
Yeah, I believe it. This is Let's Go Fishing, presented by Nimnik Buick GMC and Armor Guard Exteriors. We'll get to Captain Roger in a second, but I have another dumb question. You mentioned 98-pound wahoo a second ago.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take to reel that in? Like how much of my day should I pencil out if I've got one on the line?
10 or 15 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah. Maybe a half hour. It depends on how they caught. I'm trying to find a picture of it real quick. It depends on how they caught it. But yeah, it's.
It feels like it would take.
Casey's trying to reserve his whole day just in case. Okay.
What did you think?
No, I mean I thought a couple hours.
Hours, right?
Yeah.
90. I mean,
but there's some fish that probably takes that long, but this one
I
not
would
so
think
much.
That's a lot of fish. 98 pounds to me is a lot of fish.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
You know what I mean? I can't remember the last time I picked up 100 pounds of anything. Now you, of course.
Yeah. Paul, you said obviously sharks. Obviously they're swimming with us all the time. You ever hooked a shark like when you're fishing?
Oh yeah, we catch sharks all the time.
Dang.
Sharks are. That's one thing we were talking about to this guy yesterday, Chris Fisher, is sharks. Sharks are the apex. That's his deal. Mm-hmm. A lot of the fishermen, we complain about sharks eating our fish. You hook a nice wahoo and the shark bites it in half. But his point is, let's just say a great white shark is like a lion. Everything knows that lions and out in the forest or whatever, the bear, whatever it is.
Yep.
If the sharks aren't there to manage the fishery, then you need them to have a healthy food chain.
Sure,
it's kind of his point, and it's hard to argue with that. My rebuttal to that was, we go wahoo fishing, we take every wahoo, and we catch a wahoo. They're excellent eating. They're excellent to eat. We go when the red snapper available, we take the red snapper. When we catch a kingfish, we keep the kingfish. We don't keep the sharks. We let them go.
Yeah,
There's no commercial harvest of sharks because they used to have a big thing, the shark fin soup in Asia, and then they've banned harvesting sharks commercially because they were just which is a good thing because they were just cutting the fins and throwing the shark overboard.
Yeah, it's going to waste.
Which is not good. But there needs to be some, in my opinion, there needs to be some sort of harvest of sharks to keep the balance right.
Sure.
I do think there's more sharks now than there ever has been, but he brought up he's a fascinating guy, and it was an interesting. We went to film a 45-minute podcast. An hour 52 minutes later, we were done.
Dang, yeah,
one of those deals, and we could have gone forever. So
yeah, awesome, man.
Huh.
We got a video. We do.
Here,
Casey.
Rob, if you have this ready, Captain Roger Bump with a fishing tip, little report for the Brent and Austen Show.
Captain Roger here. It's your Action Sports inshore fishing report for Jacksonville, Florida, and Northeast Florida. The trout bite has been pretty steady. A lot of numbers, a lot of small ones. If you use those paddle tails, you get more of the numbers. If you go to the hard baits, mega bass, those suspending lures, you're going to get some bigger fish, but you're going to have to work hard at it. If you want to look for an easy, fun day, redfish are on fire. Creeks, in the river, just about everywhere. You throw live shrimp, paddle tails, they're hitting top waters. If you want to learn how to throw lures and catch fish on lures, this is the time of year, and redfish is the species. Another bonus species is sheep's head. They've been just about every bridge everywhere. The bigger fish are at the jetties, but there are some good fish at these bridges in the deeper water. I'd say 7 foot you want to start to deeper, and there is some good, decent black drum. I'm Captain Roger here for Action Sports. Until next week, keep fishing and be safe on the water.
I like his hat.
Rocking that Jags hat, man. Casey, you had sheep's head?
No, sir.
Oh, delicious.
Excellent.
Delicious. Yeah.
Sheep's head and black drum and flounder are the three very best inshore to me. Fish. We were out doing that thing yesterday, and we went to Singleton's, and they were closed yesterday for some reason out at Mayport, and they had a fresh sheep's head sandwich was their special on the board, and I was like, oh, I'm getting that, and then they were closed. But Yeah.
I don't think I've had enough different types of.
Yeah.
I've had fish sticks. Just kidding. But truly, I probably have only had
Yeah. Paul, real quick, as someone who I'm sure has caught tons of sheep's head, they have like interesting teeth. Obviously, like almost like human teeth. It looks like.
How you know that?
Just because when I had it for the first time, like this is probably 5-6 years ago, and I was curious what they look like. They tasted so good, and then I looked them up. I'm like, yeah, they have like human teeth.
They look like sheep's teeth. Yeah.
Yeah. Do they bite? Like, what will they bite you then? Like
they'll try to. You catch them on fiddler crabs is the best bait. A little crab, and they have a mouthful of teeth. They crush the crab and the shell, and they eat oysters and they eat stuff. But if you think about fish, the fish that are the best to eat, you think about what they eat.
Sure.
And like a wahoo's favorite food is a little tuna, and if you get the mullet and stuff aren't the best eating fish because of what they eat a bunch of algae and junk and. That's just the way it is. So, but anyways, sheep's head are my favorite. One of my favorite inshore fish. They're fun to catch. They pull hard, and they're not terribly hard to catch once you get used to it. They're a soft biting fish. So, but they're good, and they also all winter long. And we have the largest sheep's head tournament in the world right here in the El Cheapo that comes up in March. So February, March. So
the El Cheapo.
El Cheapo. Yeah,
I like it, man.
I like that.
All right, Paul. Before we go, man. What's the message to the Jaguars? How do you get them pumped up to play the New York Jets this weekend? Jags are 11-point favorites.
I think the Jags better show up. I mean, they will. They will. They have the Jets said who they're playing at quarterback yet?
So right now it's still Cook, as Fields did not practice yesterday, but we're still waiting to see the reports of what today looks like.
Yeah.
But it's trending towards Cook right now, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, we can't lose that game. Cannot. If they were to lose to the Brady Cook and the Jets at home, they might as well just revoke their playoff. Really?
Yeah.
Truly.
I hear you. And we talk about this, like the NFL, it's full parity, right? Like the Rams can go to Carolina and get beat, but I'm not going to put the Jets even close to even Carolina right now. Like they just.
No, there's no gimmies in the NFL. This is when the Jets, who's one of the worst teams in the league, is down to their third string quarterback. That's got to be, and they've traded all their best defensive players away.
Correct.
You have to win that game at home. I still don't. Even with 44-year-old grandfather Phillip Rivers, going to Indy is not a gimme. I don't care. I don't care. It's not a gimme. I don't care. And. Yeah. I mean, even the Titans on the last day, if they have their starting quarterback, they should be more of a threat than these guys.
Sure.
But we'll see.
All right.
Better beat them.
Jags by 17, right? 24-7, ugly game.
24-7? Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. Beautiful weather, man. You going, Paul? All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'll probably see you there then. All right, man. Paul Dozier, let's go fishing.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for joining us, man. Have a good one.
See you next week.
All right, when we come back, well, just I saw this in the chat, and I'm pretty sure it's true. There's been a flex in terms of NFL games, not this weekend, but next weekend. And Jags fans might be a little upset about it, and I think they might be justified. Let's talk about that next year on the Brent and Austen Show.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon. and pile it on a toasted split-top roll. Just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
What's been going on?
We're both dealing with a lot of guilt right now.
Can't sleep,
Not
can't eat.
eating.
You see that brand new Hyundai Santa Fe? We only paid $100 for it.
Looks like we're out of time. Breathing exercises. Inhale, exhale.
Enjoy the new car.
Okay, thanks.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get a Hyundai Santa Fe with 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Or get $3,500 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Hey guys, we got a new player today. I hear he's pretty good.
Heard this guy played in the NFL.
I think he's an MMA fighter. I've actually been on his show, the Brent and Austen show.
Football and fighting, that's the easy part. Let's see if I still have it on the ice. What the heck, man? Who is this guy? He's saving everything.
Leave the hockey to the pros, man. It's hockey season. Come on out and see the Icemen play. Get your tickets at jacksonvilleicemen.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show. Bleak Bill's pushing all the right buttons. Brent Martineau will be in studio tomorrow. Kasey Kuhrts filling in. I'm Austen Lane. Teased it. Going to deliver on it right away.
How about that?
I know, right?
That's new.
Shots fired.
Shout out, Brent.
From Kasey. I said it was breaking news. Not really breaking news, as the news has been out for a while, but the chat kind of reminded me we haven't talked about this yet.
Okay.
Next Sunday, not this Sunday. Hopefully the Jaguars take care of business against the Jets, but next Sunday, I think a pivotal AFC game between right now the first place Denver Broncos and the third place Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yep.
Subject to change. Subject to change. But huge game in the AFC that some would feel like would get flexed just because of what that game means in terms of seating and everything. Ended up getting not putting that, not in the Sunday night slot. That slot is going to be reserved for the Patriots and the Ravens. Now, real quick.
Yep.
I'm happy. Now, you know how I feel about primetime games. I love them. I love anytime Jacksonville gets to be the only show in town and to showcase who your team is. I'm all for it. I'm also going to that Broncos game.
Ooh. By yourself? Or?
No, I mean, I'll be, well.
Nah, you don't have to talk about it.
No, it's cool because I think he ain't can watch. It's a surprise Christmas gift for my son because my son is a giant. Well, I don't say giant.
Sorry.
He used to be. No, it's fine, dude, because you're not listening.
You think?
Oh, we'll see. But my son's a big Broncos fan because of Bo Nix, and now he's a Jaguars fan as well because they're doing good. So what better shot than cheer for both teams and kind of see where your allegiance lies than flying him there as a surprise when I get him from school on Friday.
That's great.
So that's what we'll be doing.
I meant for that to go a different direction.
Oh, no, you're good. Is this my girlfriend we're talking about? Oh, yeah. I mean, we're going to see her too as well.
I figured.
Yes.
That's where I was going.
Yes, she is providing room and board.
I like that. That's a deal. I like a good deal. Anyway.
So free room and board.
I like that.
And, yes, Broncos, Jags.
When do you think he'll figure it out? Like when you're sitting in front of the gate that says Denver?
No. I mean, when I get him
Ronan will figure it out.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'll pick, because I did this the same thing with Oregon. We went to the Oregon spring game.
Yeah.
I just picked him up from school, and I said, hey, dude, we're going to Oregon for the spring game. And like, he almost started crying. I'm like, no, man, it's cool. Like, it's a good, like, I don't know how I handle my kids crying. Like,
that's fair.
So he was pumped. For this one, I'm just going to pick him up from school early, and then we're just going to start driving to the airport. And then when he asks, hey, why are we going this way? Then I'm going to be like, because we're going to the Jags Broncos game. Yeah. So nonetheless, though, I'm happy because I don't got to stay out there till, midnight, basically, with traffic and everything. Well, it's like 2 hours difference, but still.
It'd be cold.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold either way.
It's going to be cold either way. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm not mad at it, but I get from a Jaguars fan's perspective, why wouldn't you flex that to the primetime game if that's such a pivotal matchup? How do you feel about it?
I mean, well, first off, the game that it was supposed to be was Bengals-Dolphins. So thank goodness we don't have to watch it.
Well, the Dolphins might be playing for something.
Yeah,
actually, both teams might be
depending on who you ask, that might be better.
Yeah.
But, aren't we done with the Ravens?
It feels like it.
Right?
It feels like it. It feels like Lamar Jackson isn't himself.
Yeah.
Still maybe a little hampered with the hamstring or some other injury. And, yeah, we know what the Patriots are.
So is Lamar that big a draw, even if the Ravens don't really have anything for?
I mean, well, they're still in the thick of it right now with the Steelers.
I mean,
and the Steelers do have a hard schedule, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
It doesn't feel like they're in it. It may be.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Well, I think it's kind of ironic that, in my opinion, going into the season, might have been the toughest division in all of football.
Right.
Became the most mediocre overnight. Because they really are, yeah.
As it turns out, Bengals Dolphins could be more fun than that one. But in terms of the Jags, I would think that's a better football game. It may be uglier in terms of the way the Broncos play. Now the Jags could goof around and score a bunch of points. Now Denver's defense, but I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't know why it would be more appealing to showcase one team fighting for their life versus two good teams.
But here's what I don't get. It's the Ravens-Bengals this weekend in Cincinnati. Joe Burrow still got something, he's trying to have fun. And maybe we should play that clip in a second here. Bleak Bills, if you have the Joe Burrow clip.
Oh, right.
But you got Ravens-Bengals this Sunday. You could easily see the Bengals winning this game because they're mathematically still in it as well.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then the Ravens are done.
Yeah.
So then you're going to showcase the Patriots, who are in first place, against the Ravens team that is essentially done? Because think about this, and listen, this is more of a Brent topic than it is a me topic, but I always feel like you kind of got to plan ahead a little bit. Like you're banking on the Ravens to beat the Bengals, which I wouldn't bank on right now. I can bank on the Jacksonville Jaguars and Denver Broncos playing for something, guaranteed. Regardless of what happens with Jacksonville, we assume they're going to beat the Jets, the Broncos.
So in the chat says the Broncos play 4 days later. They must have Thursday night.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing. You would, obviously, that's who I'm asking is you. Does the recovery really get that much different on a 4-hour difference? Like if you're playing at 4 versus playing at 8? Like, you're still playing on Thursday, right?
I mean, I think optically it could look better.
Sure.
But, like, I mean, physically as a player, is that 4 hours of difference? No.
Probably
really,
not, right?
Not really.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. Like, I understand the comment. I get the point. But, like, you put them on Thursday night anyway. You know what I mean? I wonder, I guess we could look it up. Especially if that game's at home for Denver. If they got, like, a home game after that, I'd be like. But, yeah, I don't know. The NFL, I don't get that one. Because, like.
Well, and also, if I'm Jacksonville, though, like, I'm for it. Right? I'd much rather play closer to my time.
Sure.
Than have to go to like a primetime game on the road, maybe in hostile weather. Sure. We don't know yet. Like
100%.
Fine. More power to you. And by the way, so then after the Jaguars game, then it's the Broncos Chiefs.
In Kansas City?
On Thursday night. Yes, in Kansas City.
They're going to have a tough enough time as it is anyway.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But, you know, shout out to us. I guess it's our treat. We get to watch Drake May in primetime.
Yeah.
Like, I like the Patriots aren't even that fun.
Yeah, but they're one of the best teams in football. So
I get it. Like, I'm going to watch. But, like,
yeah. I hear you.
It's not like they're the Bengals offense. Like, their offense in itself is kind of, it's fine.
Yeah.
But, like, Drake May's not going to throw for 400 yards. Burrow might. Against the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a weird
Duval TV. I'm contemplating, do I take my son to Denver as a surprise? Dude,
sounds like it's a popular thing.
Well, I'm really excited to see how this is going to play out because, like, he's a huge Jaguars fan this year. Okay. Almost cried when Travis Hunter got hurt. Was going to go for Travis Hunter for Halloween, and this happened right before. You know, like, we kind of had to pivot.
Was he going to go as cornerback, Travis Hunter, or wide receiver?
That's a wide receiver.
So he would
have lot more glory, I think, in that than there is corner with the youth at least.
That's fair.
Yeah. But I'm curious to see how he's going to, like...
What he's going to wear.
Who he's cheering for. Well, I'll tell you what, he's wearing a jacket.
Oh, okay.
He's wearing a giant...
Okay, says the guy that let him wear the cutoff sleeves in the rain.
Well, yeah, it's Jacksonville, right? This is Denver. He will be wearing a down jacket, and then I'll probably just bring, like, he's got like an over... Oh, by the way, you heard the story? I caught a T-shirt a couple games.
Heard the story.
Yeah. So I'll probably bring that T-shirt because it's an extra large, and obviously it's a little big on him, but you can fit it on over a jacket.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, though. Here's what the youth are doing these days. You wear the jersey over the jacket. So, like, what jersey's going over the jacket? He has a Bo Nix jersey, I assume?
He's got a Bo Nix one. He's got, once again, I don't know if he's listening, he's got a Travis Hunter one coming for Christmas.
Oh, my God.
What? He ain't listening.
I hope.
Dude, he's 10. You think he's going to, let me see what the Brent Austen show is talking about today.
How crazy would it be today in school if today was check-in on your parents' day at work?
And we're just live.
And he just didn't tell you.
Yeah.
And, like, all these other parents are like, them, banking.
Sure.
Or doing electric work. And then, like, they pull up the live stream of the show, and Ron's like, this is my dad. And you're like, yeah, we're going to Broncos game. He's getting a Travis Hunter jersey.
Yeah.
And he's like, crying in the classroom. The teacher's like, this was a terrible idea.
Oh, yeah. Now he's distracted. Doesn't want to do any of his schoolwork before the holidays. Yeah. There you go.
Are you concerned that he's going to be a little bit more lean in Bo Nix?
Dude, because right now it's hard, right? Because he's a kid.
Yeah.
So kids, you know how kids operate. If a team's doing good, you're on that team. Team's doing bad, you probably both teams are doing great right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Guess we'll find out.
Stay tuned. We mentioned Joe Burrow though a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Blake Bills, do we got the Joe Burrow audio, Casey? I mean, this is a Joe Burrow show sometimes.
Yeah, I like Joe.
You've been the president, CEO of the Joe Burrow fan club, I feel like, on the show for a while. Let's play the video, and then I want to get your comments on what you think about it.
All right, let's see what we got.
If I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing it. I've been through a lot, and if it's not fun, then what am I doing it for? So that's the mindset I'm trying to bring to the table.
Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it seemed frustrating.
There's just a lot of things going on right now.
Football related, personally?
All the above. Like you said, there's nothing. All we can do is focus week to week and try to win games. I don't think anybody's really thinking about the playoffs right now. That's within reach, but on our fingertips. So we just got to keep doing what we're doing.
I don't like sad Joe Burrow.
I don't either.
I like Pokemon, opening cards, driving Batmobiles, having models house sit for you, Joe Burrow.
Yeah, that's peak Joe Burrow.
What's up with Joe Burrow, man?
This is sad Joe.
Yeah, sad Joe.
Joey's sad.
He's not having fun.
I mean, I feel bad for the league, mostly.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, when did the league really start popping off? Well, when Joe Burrow was picked. From that point on, the league's been doing great. I don't know if you've heard.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the league's a little concerned when he's, if he decides to retire early, they're going to go back in that decline, which is tough for them. The NFL and Goodell and the boys.
Trevor Lawrence can carry the torch.
Well, he's no Joe Burrow, but, he's in the league, so he'll have to try. Mm-hmm. In reality, in terms of, like, Burrow, I don't blame him for feeling that way. Obviously, I'm never going to tell somebody how to feel, but, like, if you think about it, it's got to be, and I can't even really relate to this because I've never really been great at anything, but when he plays, he's great.
Of course.
And it just keep getting hurt. It's this. If it's not this, it's that. Like,
it's Jacksonville coming at you, man.
Jacksonville
comes at you fast.
At a point, it's like, why keep going through 4 months of rehab to get hurt again? A different injury. Like,
so
I get it.
So it's wild, man, because like I like Joe Burrow a lot too. And I hear that soundbite, and like immediately I want to kind of like crack a joke and just say, like, well, dude, you're a starting quarterback. You have a Batmobile. Like, how bad is it really? Like, how bad is life? But then I reflect on my own career, and I sympathize with Joe Burrow because, and I've told the story many times on the show, my experiences in Chicago weren't ideal, and due to a lot of those experiences, they made me, I don't want to say hate because hate's a strong word, but they made me despise the game of football. Right? Because you play a game, I mean, at least I, and I'm sure Joe Burrow fits this mold, been playing a game since you're in 3rd, 4th grade. It's all you've ever really known. It's all you've had the most fun doing. You've used it to make a career. You've used it to get notoriety, fame, take care of your family, all this stuff. And then one day you kind of realize, like, hey, I'm not really having fun with this anymore.
Right.
And then it comes down to, okay, well, then why are you doing it? Are you doing it for a paycheck? Are you doing it to try to win a championship? Are you doing it for your own self-worth? Like, why are you playing the game of football? And when I got cut from Jacksonville, obviously devastated me, crushed me, had a hard time rebounding from that. But I finally, and I talked to my mom about this. I'm like, you know what? Like, if this game stops being fun, then I'll find something else to do.
Yeah.
Like, why would I want to, and regardless of how much money you're making, why would you want to do something that you're miserable at? And it's funny because this was a viral moment for me in Detroit. I get to Detroit. This would have been back in 2013.
Okay.
Get cut from the Jaguars, go to the Kansas City Chiefs, play 3 technique, didn't work out in training camp, get cut from the Chiefs, halfway through the season, I signed with Detroit.
Okay.
Get, in front of the media and everything, and they're kind of talking to me and everything, and when one person asks, like, hey, you've been kind of getting shipped around a little bit, like, any plans at the football? And, like, at that point, I was kind of taken back by the question just because, well, I just got here.
Right.
And now you're asking me, like, any plans at the football? Like, I'm focused on the now. What the hell are you talking about, my plans at the football?
Yeah.
And I remember I said, I'm like, no, like, football's the plan right now simply because my biggest fear is that I'll have to wear a suit and a tie and answer to people I don't like, because if that's the case, I'm gonna, and this is the exact quote I said, I'm gonna gouge my damn eyes out. And like, I said it passionately because I was thrown off by the question.
Sure.
Leading me to look at the guy in front of me wearing a suit and tie, and I go, oh, I'm just kidding, dude. Like, I'm not talking about you, but I'm just saying, you know, but like, I don't want to live that life, man.
Right.
Like, if I'm making $1 million, but I'm making $1 million not doing what I love, then what am I doing with my life?
Right.
So I can see where Joe Burrow's coming from.
Yeah.
If you're not having fun, and especially like, this is what gets lost in coaching so much, and I think it's kind of on the comeback a little bit, but this is more of the old school philosophy. I think a lot of times these old school coaches, they forget about it's supposed to be fun. And I tell this to any parent that has a child, who's around Ronan's age, who wants their kids to go to the pros. I'm like, they're 10, they're 9, they're 8, they're 11 years old.
Right.
They're not going to go pro tomorrow. The only way you're going to get them there is if they're having fun doing what they do. Because if it feels like a burden right now at 10 years old, what's it going to be like in high school?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, having fun, it's such a simple way of thinking, but it's honestly the truth. And I think that the teams that do have the most fun have the most success. Now, I know there's outliers, the Patriots. How much fun do the Patriots have?
Not much.
Not too much, but
Until
winning.
the end.
But winning is also fun,
Right.
right? And this is where I think Joe Burrow finds himself right now. He's gone through a laundry list of injuries.
Mhm.
His team's not playing at a very high level. Doesn't really have a defense. He has pieces on offense, but like the team's not successful right now.
Right.
I can see where he's coming from.
Yeah, and I think the thing about Joe Burrow that always stands out to me is Joe Burrow, his whatever, I would say junior year, I don't know if it's technically his junior year, the year before all this stuff, Joe Burrow was like the definition of just a guy.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback for LSU, he wasn't great, he wasn't bad, he's just whatever. And then from the hit he took against UCF when they laid him out in that bowl game,
Yeah.
on to now, he went from a guy who I think most people would have thought would have been banking somewhere or doing something to national champion, Heisman, number 1 overall pick, $55 million a year.
Super Bowl,
almost winning.
AFC
champion, if you will.
Yeah.
And I wonder if there's a point where that like catches up to you. I don't want to call
How could it not?
I don't want to call it a flash because it's more than a flash.
Of course. But
he wasn't that guy until he was like overnight.
And this is like, it's a great point, Kasey, because it's almost like with Trevor, right? Like Trevor has won his entire life.
Right.
Right. And when he got here, we thought, okay, well, Super Bowl, like, year 1, year 2, just because like that's all we've ever known Trevor Lawrence to do is win.
Yeah.
Now it took some time. Now hopefully we're starting to get to that point where we're seeing the fruits pay off and everything. But Burrow, it wasn't like that. Like Burrow was an afterthought until being a national champion, I feel like.
Yes.
And then you go from being a national champion to being number 1 overall. And then you go for number 1 overall. That was the second year? Super Bowl first year. So second year. You're the most set quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
You have the worst offensive line in the NFL. And it's your second year in the NFL, but somehow, miraculously, you find your way to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest is history. To defied a lot of odds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kasey, to agree with you, I think it does catch up with you a little bit. How could it not catch up with you?
I agree.
Because that's not the journey of a quarter, like of a superstar quarterback. It's not. You're supposed to be this stud in high school. You're supposed to go to college for 3 or 4 years, win national championships, have the look and everything, and then you're supposed to be the number 1 overall pick, and then you're supposed to, like all these things are the preconceived notions of what we think an elite quarterback is. Joe Burrow wasn't really a lot of those things.
No. And I don't want to, put this out there because like I don't know that it's true. But I wonder if you would have asked Joe Burrow coming off of here's the example I'll give it to you. LSU lost to Florida in the year that obviously not the national championship year, but the year before. And Joe Burrow got hurt in the game. Not bad, but it's Joe Burrow. I remember him coming out after the game in a sling. And I wonder if you asked that Joe Burrow, do you love football?
Yeah.
Like is this your whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what his answer would have been. Because if it wouldn't have been, yes, I'd die for it.
Yeah.
Because it got to a point, obviously he was great.
Mm-hmm.
He had no choice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like he was mediocre and then he was boom, great. It's like, okay, you're great, doom, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. Now you're here, and you're great, and it's going well.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that Joe Burrow before would have been like, I'm kind of relieved this might be almost over.
Mm.
I don't know. I could be dead wrong.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting thing, right? Because we just think he got to the NFL, he just showed up, and he's always been great, and that wasn't the case.
Right.
Right? A lot was thrust on him. Now, and this is going to echo the chat a little bit, he has brought a little bit on him himself as well.
Yeah.
Right? Because, when you have the opportunity to get a guy like Penei Sewell, you pivot and you get Jamar Chase. Now, that worked out.
Yeah.
I think it worked out pretty damn well. But like he's had his finger on this roster for the Bengals. You know, he has all the power in the world.
Yeah.
And some of that power has got, I think, these results. Because you have a defense that isn't playing up to par. You have an offensive line that, you know, has been porous sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So some of this has got to be on him, though, as well, in terms of accountability.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that, and we'll see what comes of it. Somebody else in the chat said Andrew Luck, like, just the starting that you're seeing of the Luck thing. And maybe. I mean, time will tell. I know me personally, not that I have the mindset of a professional athlete, but I do know if I was doing something that was my job at the end of the day, and something kept happening where I had to sit out for 6 months and work to come back and, you know, do all this just to get back to where I was.
Yeah.
That gets old.
Of course, man. Yeah.
And now he's done it 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, at a point, do you just go, I got a lot of money.
Yeah.
I did a lot of football. I have a freaking Batmobile that I already made the payments on. What else is out there? Now,
Yeah.
I don't see.
I mean, well, then you talk about legacy, Casey. But do you think legacy really matters to Joe Burrow?
Do you think Joe Burrow, in his heart of hearts, thinks he's going to be the greatest to ever play? Because you have to win Super Bowls to do that.
No. But do you think he wants to win? I mean,
I'm sure.
Everyone wants to win a Super Bowl. But like,
I'm sure.
Do you think a part of that and him balancing of like how much I love the game, you think a lot of that is I got to come back to win a Super Bowl?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think in a way he will always have the LSU legacy.
Yeah.
So if he was one of those people, you'd be like, well, I'll be the greatest in LSU history.
Yeah.
Maybe not in Bengals history.
Yeah.
But also, do I keep coming back from these injuries just to go 6 and 7 and whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, I could see it going both ways. I hope he keeps playing. Because I'll tell you this, he ain't going to go be the greatest media personality ever. The dude is boring when he talks. Okay? So I'm not sure what he wants to do, but he kind of feels like a guy that like just kind of wants to sit in his house and do nothing.
Real quick before we go to break here, let me ask you this, Casey. And by the way, yes, porous. There we go. I say the word sometimes. I think I used it right.
Huh.
Water can flow through it. You know, if you have a porous offensive line, they're not blocking.
Oh, that's good.
That's the word of the day, kids. If Ronan and his school are watching, now you guys know something. You guys learned something today. Besides
They
Joe
did learn
Burrow.
something.
Oh, yeah. My son learned a lot, I guess. You have a chance to not have Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Probably going to miss we'll see. Might miss the playoffs. Joe Burrow. It's all about a formality. Might miss the playoffs. Josh Allen's probably going to go.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, like, does the NFL still need the household names to make appearances in the playoffs? Or are you confident now, Casey, with, like, the up-and-comers, like the Drake Mays? I'm trying to think who else will we talking about here. Like the Bo Nixes. We can throw Trevor in that category as well. Jackson Dart, I guess. Like
when that time comes. Caleb Williams. Yeah.
Like, you think the NFL's in good hands?
I do. I think at least for this year, if it happens this way, it'll be like refreshing. You know what I mean? Like, this is nice.
Yeah, but it's refreshing good for numbers.
Well, that's what how long does refreshing last? I think for this year there's more than enough intrigue for the young guys.
Okay.
But 3-4 years without Mahomes, I would be like, maybe. Because the one thing about Mahomes, and it always hasn't looked great in the regular season, they tend to figure it out. You know you're going to get good quarterback play in the playoff games.
Oh, of course.
For all we know, these young quarterbacks could just go melt, and these playoff games could be 6-3. You know
Which makes you feel a little better about the Jaguars then, too.
Yeah.
Because if you want to get to the Super Bowl, you may have to go through Denver, younger quarterback. You may have to go through Drake May, younger quarterback. Like, you do like that as well?
Yeah, for sure. Except, you're still scared of Josh Allen, which I heard you say yesterday.
Yeah, I'm frightened.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
Yeah, I would.
And I don't know if I think it's justified.
Sure.
But, and I don't even know who he's throwing to anymore. I think you got Khalil Shakir and everything.
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't matter.
The Bills, I feel the same way about the Bills to a little bit lesser extent than I do the Chiefs. They're going to win.
Yeah. Well, that
Point blank.
plus I'll be honest, their fan base. Like, for instance, I would much rather, I think, play the Texans here in Jacksonville than I would the Bills.
Sure.
100%. Just because, like, okay, you got to beat the Texans' defense. I get that, but Stroud doesn't scare you. Their offense doesn't scare you, set aside from Nico. Like, there's ways of winning it. The Bills' defense, not that good. I mean, they're getting healthier, so, like, I get it. Their wide receivers, I'm fine. I'm not scared with them. Like, tight ends are good.
Sure.
Offensive line's okay. But running back, well, I don't think any running back should scare Jaguars fans anymore after Jonathan Taylor, what we saw.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's the quarterback and it's their fan base.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I don't want to admit it, nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Ooh.
All that stuff.
Damn right.
So, like, if they came to Jacksonville, like, yeah, they would let themselves be known.
Yeah, I'd rather play
more than Houston.
I'd rather play Denver than them.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Just because I think if you trust your defense, you can trust that they're going to make Bo Nix make a mistake. Now you have to capitalize.
Of course. Yeah.
Play their defense.
But Sean Payton's going to try to run the football as well.
Yeah. Now, Josh Allen will come and throw it right to your team, and you'll be like, we did it. And then the next play, they get the ball.
Check this out, 80-yard
right.
the touchdown run.
And, like, they're the team they're not dead till they're dead.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta kill them. They're the team that would scare me the most out of Denver and the Texans and the Chargers and the Steelers and whoever. Like, I just wouldn't want to. Even the Patriots.
Yeah. All right, let's go and take a break here. When we get back, talk some basketball a little bit. Casey?
Uh-oh. See the Gators the other night?
I did see the Gators the other night.
Dang.
Yep. Are we witnessing the best team in NBA history?
Might be. Magic are good. No.
It's crazy.
Just kidding.
The Boston Celtics are really doing their. No, I mean they've been impressive with Jason Tatum being out, but we'll talk about maybe the most dominant team, trending at least, in NBA history, and some other topics we got to tackle here. The last hour of the Brent and Austen show.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
If you look good, you feel good. And the medical professionals here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics are here to make you feel your best. I'm on camera every week, and I have a confession to make. I'm not always confident in my appearance. Can you see my dark circles? Is my makeup highlighting my fine lines instead of covering them up? I question it all. So when I found out about the wide variety of procedures here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics, I knew help was just one appointment away. Medical Director Dr. Megan Deacon Casey and her board-certified physicians have been using the latest in cutting-edge technology for the last 10 years, giving men and women their personal confidence boost. From Botox, fillers, Morpheus 8, and so much more. The hardest part was figuring out what I needed. Thankfully, the medical team walked me through what would work best for me through a free consultation. Come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Tony Mazzio, Sandalwood High School, class of 2002.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Tonight, Jaguars All Access. Live from Strings Sports Brewery, Eric Murray will be the guest, from what I've been told from my sources that I have in this building at the show. So you can go out and watch, potentially meet Eric Murray, or you can watch from your house. Box there. Nice. The options you have tonight as the Jags prepare to play the Jets. We talked about that a little bit earlier. Noon. Not time, as Brent would like to say. It is noon on the clock, 12:06. If you are in Eastern Standard Time, this is the Brent and Austen Show. That's Austen Lane. Hey. I'm Kasey Kuhrts. Brent will be back tomorrow. Jason Hamby, no idea. Communicate with me, and that's fine. Neither does Brent, really. So, no, it's cool. No big deal, but we're holding it down for the next hour, and then tomorrow on a Friday. Recycled headlines of the day. Sponsored by Republic Services, Recycling Simplified, and the big story of the day comes out of Michigan. And we talked about the top. We'll talk about it again for a second. We were just talking about it in the break, too, and I went back to this. I can't get past the arrogance to think that you could pull something like this off if you are that man right there, the former head coach of the Michigan Wolverines. It blows my mind. We were just saying in the break, going back to what happened with Urban Meyer in a bar in Ohio. The college football coach in the city or state that you coach in cannot go anywhere ever. I don't know if you've ever seen them in real life, these college coaches. The big schools, all of the coaches travel with police. They're not just there on the sidelines when they shake hands after the games. Like
Brent says it all the time. They have so much power.
So much power. You're not running into Kirby Smart without police officers with. Nick Saban, back in the day, didn't even used to take cars a lot of places. He took helicopters. That's real. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you think you pull something like this off. You were talking about the video from lacrosse, a Michigan lacrosse game.
Yeah.
It's just an absolute
And once again, like allegedly, because I assume it's a real video, so we gotta say allegedly, but there's a video circulating with him at a lacrosse game during like a Big Ten like telecasted event. and they see, him there with the girl that he had relations with, and like they kind of zoom up on him a little bit, and once again, it's not a good look. Adam Schefter actually just recently came out in the past couple minutes saying that Sherrone Moore believed lots of people were out to get him, and we should withhold judgment because we haven't heard from him yet. We haven't heard, and that's the latest. I think Adam Schefter is a Michigan alum, so probably defending. I can't remember. That's a crazy stance, I feel like. Like, people were out to get you. Dude, you got yourself.
I'm judging, but I'm going to be honest.
And here's the thing, Casey, and you alluded to it when you opened the breakup with this. The arrogance, the ego, and here's what I'll say about it. I think it's a catch-22 because what makes coaches so great can also be their prime downfall. Example, Urban Meyer.
Right.
Fantastic collegiate coach. Won championships in Florida, won championships at Ohio State. Comes to Jacksonville, obviously doesn't go too well, and all we know of Urban, our lasting memory of Urban from a lot of people was him in the bar.
Sure.
Right? Now, one would think in the era of the 2020s that people know who you are. People have cell phones. How could you have the audacity to go in a bar, do what you did, and be like, it's not going to get out?
Right.
But this is the problem with head coaches, Casey. There's ego involved. And we see this at, I feel like of any sport, where you have to have such an ego that you're almost untouchable, that it's your way or the highway, that you kind of rule with an iron fist, and nothing can happen to you, because that's how you win football games. Like, that's how you set a culture. So, no, Sherrone Moore wasn't thinking, what happens if I get caught? What happens if this? Why would you think that? You're the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah.
You beat the Ohio State Buckeyes last year when you weren't supposed to.
True.
You're the, I almost swore, you're the bleep. Like, no one can touch you.
Right.
You're untouchable. That's, I think, what goes through these coaches' heads, man, and it's crazy.
I think you're absolutely right. And it's still insane. Like, I think you're dead on the money. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that that's exactly what bro thought. He's like, what you just almost said.
Yeah.
I'm the coach of Michigan. I'll be fine. Even when things started to spiral in this scenario, right? Allegedly, right? Allegedly, if he did get somebody pregnant that wasn't his wife, in his head, I bet he's like, we'll get it figured out. Because I'm that guy. And it's like, it ledges to me on a little bit insane. Because, like, I get you got to be that way with football, but football's not real life.
Yeah.
Football's a game. You can.
But, Casey, see, this is what it is more than life. Like, look at how much money college football is bringing in for you.
I know.
This, it is a way of life to a lot of people.
Yeah, but I get that.
Yeah.
But it's still in itself a game.
I hear you.
And you can take different approaches to play a game and win a game and put yourself in a position to win a game. And that's where head coaches are special and all that. And you need the arrogance. But that doesn't happen in real life when you have, like, people to answer to.
Yeah.
And now, whether you think you have someone to answer to is up to you. But at the end of the day, at the bare minimum, no matter what you believe in or any of that, you got to answer to the law if you break it.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
but and this is, we can wrap it up with this. One of the biggest things that I feel like is wrong, and once again, look at me get on a soapbox now. But whether it's in sports, it's the reason why I stay off a lot of social media, because I feel like there's been a pandemic of an overinflated self of purpose around, I guess, the world.
Sure.
Where everyone feels like, I'm important, I got to tweet this, I'm doing this because in the long run I matter. And I think college coaches maybe have that, I don't want to say a disease, but have that infection more than anybody.
Sure.
Where because of how much money you're bringing in, because of how much boosters in terms of hands you got to shake, and they give you all the money, and you're getting this. You live in one of the best houses on campus and all this things, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's an overinflated sense of self-purpose. Like, I understand he beat Ohio State, and I understand like it was an okay season for Michigan. He can be replaced like that if it comes down to it, and he will be, and he will be forgotten about. So that's what I think like coaches have a hard time figuring out and navigating.
Yeah.
And listen to me act like I'm a coach because I don't know the first thing about coaching. I know I don't want to do it
That's fair.
because I know it goes into it. I know the time, effort, and energy that it would take. Trust me, I've had opportunities. Turn them all down. Don't want to do it. Like,
I'm good.
Don't want to go down that road.
Yeah.
But I feel like the great ones can balance that with like humility. Like I understand Saban rubs a lot of people the wrong way.
Yeah.
And maybe, you know, Saban in terms of the NIL stuff before and all that. But like you can make an argument say that might have been for the betterment of the program.
Yeah.
It wasn't for his own selfish needs.
Agreed.
Like what Moore got caught doing wasn't for the betterment of the program.
No, sir.
That was his own selfish needs. And that to me is like every coach is going to have their issues. Every coach is going to have their vices, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Some coaches are addicted to winning. Some coaches are addicted to other things, right? If you're going to be a head coach in the collegiate or the pro level, and once again, everyone's got their vices. Bill Belichick's now showing a new vice, I feel like, you know, at North Carolina with what he's.
Yep.
Your vice better be addicted to winning. So much where some kind of controversy may pop up because of that. But I think boosters, I think alumni, I think ADs would be better with that than the latter. Right? Jim Harbaugh maybe got accused of cheating. I said maybe he did. Right?
Yeah.
Well,
they were stealing signs.
You know what? Jim Harbaugh wasn't out gallivanting with an assistant.
They're trying to win.
Bill Belichick at the prime Bill Belichick.
Patriots Bill Belichick.
Patriots Bill Belichick. The vintage Bill Belichick that we all know and love.
They was trying to win.
I
don't know about now.
Now it's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
So let that be. I mean, like, listen to me trying to preach to coaches now.
Look at you.
But, like, I know. But if you're going to have a vice, and you will, because we all do, let it be one of winning and not one of
whatever this
ruining your self-worth, ruining your family, and ruining your reputation.
And again, I said this in the first, and I can't stand it. If you're going to ruin your life, leave other people.
Yeah.
Don't ruin other people's lives.
Yeah.
And if you want to ruin your life, do it as you. Don't then ruin some other lady's life who I'm sure in some way, shape, or form is guilty in this scenario, allegedly, right? There's probably something there that she shouldn't have done either.
Well, and to be fair, Casey, she knew what the game was as well.
100%.
Like, she doesn't get a free pass in my eyes.
No, I agree.
It's not about her because she's not the coach of the Michigan Wolverines or was the former coach. But, like,
correct.
She knew the game as well.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't think allegedly potentially killed for that.
No, agreed.
But yes, she did. But his family, don't ruin their lives.
Oh yeah,
they have nothing to do here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna ruin your life, and I mean this as wholeheartedly as ever, ruin yours and not other people's.
Sure.
If you're gonna be destructive, at least stay out of my way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people that you supposedly care about's way. That's anyway. So that's
nicely stated.
That's your big story of the day. That'll be the big story for a while. It'll be recycled. You want to talk about basketball?
Yeah, I mean, I want to touch on basketball just a little bit.
Not even college basketball, real
Not
basketball.
even college, but, well, I mean, we talked about Michigan Wolverines a little bit basketball. Their
They're
team
good.
is pretty good. Who's number one in the country right now?
Who is number one? I'll tell you who's damn good. Duke. Gators almost beat them. Didn't.
Yeah, I watched
they're not
that
number
game.
one. Duke's like 4.
Yeah. Is
Is Arizona number
one? I'm paying attention. Arizona's 8-0 right now.
Yeah.
Number one. So we got, I mean, kind of a little surprising list. We got Arizona number 1, Michigan number 2, Duke number 3, Iowa State number 4.
They always do this early.
Yeah.
Always isn't the right answer, but the last couple of years.
You got UConn, Purdue, Houston, Gonzaga, Michigan State, and BYU is rounding out your top 10 right now.
Man, and here's real quick on the Gators, defending national champs. Here's what sucks about the Gators. Like, they have one bad loss. They lost to Duke by 1 where they led with 10 seconds left. They lost to UConn the other night, which, again, never really close, but they made it. And they just keep dropping. Which, again, they're losing. So
they're 18 right now at 5-3.
Yeah. Not great. But anyway, we'll see how it plays out. I still think they're good. Not that anybody really cares or asks for my opinion. I still think the Gators are good. I still think they're. But anyway, NBA basketball.
NBA basketball right now. Okay, see, I'm not sure if you've been keeping track of the NBA Cup.
The NBA Cup. Boy, have I been. Real locked into the NBA Cup.
Do they need to do away with it, you think, or is it? Because I understand, like you're a I'm kind of casual right now because the Bucks are bucking. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, well, they are.
Yeah, fair.
It's not pretty.
Do the diehards care though
about the
NBA Cup? Like, does anybody care? Like the Lakers won last year, right?
The NBA Cup.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so. Or it might have been the Bucks. I can't remember. I don't even care. See, I don't care.
I think it was the Lakers.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
Right now, you have the Magic, the Knicks, the Thunder, and the Spurs.
Damn right. I've never once seen any. I've seen a lot of Lakers gear in random places. I'd be in airports. I'd be in hotels. Right. I see Lakers gear often. Yeah. I've never once seen an NBA Cup champions Lakers shirt.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
For sure. Yeah,
I don't know why we're doing it.
I'm with you, man. Because I remember, I think one year the Bucks did win it.
I think they did,
and I was cool. Like my fandom didn't change at all. Like, could you imagine if the NFL had this?
No,
like a mid-season showcase of just saying.
I think the answer here, and hear me out. I think when you identify that for the most part, people don't care about your regular season.
Yeah.
Instead of adding stupid stuff, why not just make it shorter? Like, why is I know the answer is money, but just if you would.
And to be fair, that's the appeal of the NBA Cup to players is that you get a bonus if you win it.
They had to play basketball anyway. You know what I mean? It's not like they got a choice. Hey, do you want to sit out for a couple weeks? Like, no. I don't understand outside of money why leagues like Major League Baseball, NBA. I don't really feel this way with the NHL, but I'll lump them in because I have to.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we playing so many damn games? I don't need the Magic and the Lakers, the Magic and the Heat to play 7 times. I don't need it. Just because they're close together and you're filling a gap on a schedule. Because that's what this crap is in the NBA, in my opinion.
Yeah, no,
right? You got to play everybody. So, like, if you're the Magic, you're home, and Golden State's coming to play you, but you got 3 days off because Golden State's playing somebody at home. They're like, let's play the Heat again.
Yeah.
Just don't play.
Sure.
I don't know.
So I'm not sure how much you've been following the NBA. I mean, Magic are doing okay. There's a team in the West, your defending champions, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
Who, but by the way, shout out to one of my friends from Murray State. She was an athletic trainer. She's actually in their sports science department now.
Sweet.
At OKC.
She get a ring?
She got a ring last year, because she was with the team last year
That's
and everything.
awesome.
So that's pretty cool. I mean, obviously, I don't know what all goes into her job, but in terms of sports science, they're playing well. They're playing at a high level.
Yeah.
OKC Thunder, as we speak right now, are 24-1.
That's amazing.
And I'm not sure how much Oklahoma City. Have you watched them at all, Casey? So one thing sticks out about the Oklahoma City Thunder and maybe a team that I like to watch, like the Milwaukee freaking Bucks. The Oklahoma City Thunder are almost bringing back old school basketball in terms of playing defense.
Yeah.
Like every one of their players is what you call a two-way player, where they're great scorers, obviously led by Shai, former reigning MVP, SGA. But, Chet Holmgren and everybody, but they all get back and they play defense.
Yeah.
And then they play a lockdown defense. And that to me, because let's be honest, it's the NBA, it's basketball. Even a great shooting team is going to have their off nights.
Yeah.
And even when they have their off nights, they back it up by playing suffocating defense, which is refreshing to see. And it's especially cool because, and I talked about this years ago on the show, where I never knew if Oklahoma City Thunder were going to ever be a contender because they had this stigma about them where it's they're soft, they have a great record in the regular season, then they get to the postseason, and they just kind of wilt because they're not physical enough. Well, this team now, with what they built, and a young roster, by the way, is as physical as they come. 24-1.
Amazing.
Casey, are we going to witness And once again, I get eras and everything, and you're talking to a guy who grew up with the 95, 96 Bulls, right? So I'm very biased with Michael Jordan and company. Are we looking at possibly the best NBA team of all time?
I mean, how do they lose 10 more games? Just to be, I mean, they got to play 50-something more.
Yeah.
I don't know how they lose 10 more times. Like, they're just, it feels like so much better than everybody they go against, which is insane.
Last night in the in-season tournament, in the quarterfinals, playing the Suns, who are 14-11, beat the Suns 138-89, held them to 39% field goal percentage, 32% three-point percentage.
And that's the thing, like, they don't win by 1 or 2, and then, just win the one-score games if you
No,
win.
these are Liam Cohen going for the neck games.
They stomp people. And again, like, half of the NBA is terrible, don't get me wrong, but their point differential is 17.4. They're plus 17.4.
Yeah.
On average.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know how they lose. I don't know how they lose double-digit games.
I mean, honestly,
barring an injury. But even then, they're so deep.
I know, they are deep. And by the way, in case you haven't been paying attention, I believe they have a lottery pick next year.
I'm sure they do.
Because of, I forgot how it all goes. Bradley Beal is on the Clippers, I think.
Yeah,
and,
I think so.
Yeah, well, he got hurt. He's out for the season or something like that. And the Clippers are kind of doing Clipper stuff. So I believe they have the option to get the lottery pick this up and coming year. Which, by the way, you're 25-1, have a lottery pick next year. This is like the Rams too, being maybe the best team in the NFL, and they have the Falcons first round pick next year. It's not fair.
It's not.
Shout out to management. Anyways, so yeah, Case, my bad. Your thoughts? Best team possibly ever we get into?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if I could survive this segment, it'd be great.
Yeah, you're good, man. I know you're getting a little choked up about it.
They're really, really good.
Yeah, and it's wild too because it's one of those things where it's like, okay, they have offensive firepower and they're young, but can they maintain? And it just feels like even on a bad shooting night, they're gonna get up in your face and they're gonna play defense. And like this is what's been so frustrating around with Milwaukee Bucks. And we can go around the league a little bit and check out the standings, but like the Bucks, who are probably gonna use like Giannis at this point, just because it's not going well. The Milwaukee Bucks right now are 10-15. That even pains me to see. I think the run is over. Teams don't play defense anymore. Like it's as simple as that. You know, it's the load management. It's the we'll save it to the playoffs, and you can't do that. Like I simply think who you are in the regular season it will carry over to the playoffs. You just can't coast to the playoffs with a 3 or 4 seed and then go, you know what, now guys, it's time to turn it on. No, who you are is who you are. And when it comes to the East right now, like East is a little wide open. You have the Pistons right now, which is crazy to see.
They're good.
Cade Cunningham and company, 19-5, first place. Got the Knicks in second place, 17-7. Might be in the Giannis sweepstakes. We'll see.
Yeah.
Celtics right now, surprisingly, with Jason Tatum being out for the season. Jaylen Brown taking over 15-9
They're deep,
third. They are. The Magic, so far so good in fourth place.
Holding it together because Paulo was out for a couple weeks.
Raptors, 76ers, Cavs, and the Heat are in the 8th spot right now at 14-11. But kind of a lot of parity. And then you have the Washington Wizards who are 3-19, and one of their wins comes from the Milwaukee Bucks a couple weeks ago.
That's bad.
That's when Giannis kind of said, hey, I think it's time for me to go.
Yeah, I bet.
And you know what? And I don't blame him.
Yeah.
And then you go to the West, it's the same faces there. You got the Thunder, obviously, at 24-1, going for the best record of all time.
Insane.
Joker and the Nuggets, 17-6. Rockets with KD, 15-6. Lakers, 17-7. Spurs, 17-7. West is a little more, I feel like, I don't want to say talented, but I feel like they scare you a little more with their teams.
Yeah.
Like the Spurs and Wemby, they definitely scare me. Even the Timberwolves with 15-9 with Ant scares you.
100%. I mean, and Denver's still Denver.
And then we have the Pelicans at 3-22, going for maybe the worst record in NBA history.
That's really bad.
3-22. The Zion Williams experiment has failed.
To the highest degree.
Yeah.
Remember when they thought they were going to be something when they got Zion?
Oh, yeah.
They're terrible.
Yep. And by the way, talking about the Clippers then, and they're like 6-18 right now. They're in second to last place.
That's another real bad failed experiment.
They are trending towards a lottery pick, which then I think the Oklahoma City Thunder can get.
Shout out to OKC. The one thing about OKC also is you can't even hate them. Like, the reason they became a super team is because everybody else is stupid.
Yeah.
Everybody else wanted their players, and they traded picks, and they drafted well, and don't get me wrong, but, like, you can't even point at them and be like, oh, they paid so-and-so this. No, they didn't.
No, this isn't like when KD went to the Warriors. Oh, they're super. Like, no. Like, this to me, Oklahoma City is the Warriors before KD got there.
100%.
Where it's like, okay, well, you want to hate on Kerr, you want to hate on Curry, you want to hate on Draymond. Guess what? Like, they drafted those guys.
Right.
You want to hate on Klay Thompson? He was a draft pick.
If they would have drafted, like, I don't know who in that run, who the number one pick was, but if they would have drafted a KD level guy that was good, it'd be this.
Of course.
But they drafted all these guys. They're bench guys they drafted, and they just did it the right way. And, like, they as dumb as this sounds, they play basketball. Both sides of the court. They don't forget that it exists.
And it's crazy, too, a team that has had players like Kevin Durant, James Harden, Paul George when Paul George was Paul George.
Right.
Now it's not an afterthought.
Right.
Like, they've had so many talented pieces and could never, like, really figure it out. And now you almost have, and once again, like, to me, I know who everybody is, but, like, I don't think everybody knows who, like, half their team is in Oklahoma City.
Jalen Williams.
Exactly. Jalen Williams, who maybe the best two-way player in all basketball right now. Not a household name per se, but part of a 25-1 record.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and once again, that's the organization. That's the front office. And it's the same thing with the Rams, right? Like, we can sit here and say right now maybe the Rams are the top team in football.
Yeah.
Well, they got 2 first-round picks next year. And one of those first-round picks will probably be a top 10, if not a top 5, depending on how the Falcons finish.
Right.
That's insane. That's front offices for you.
And that pick is almost going to be drafted with, like, might not even play. Like, they could draft a quarterback there and it would be fine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they will.
You know what's wild? We almost forgot about the Rams, and we have to go to break and roll over it. But it's wild about the Rams how I feel like they kind of got lost in the shuffle a little bit with Howie Roseman and the Eagles for how great that he was doing. How the Eagles doing now? How? I mean, I get it. You won a Super Bowl, mission accomplished.
True. So
yeah, and the Rams did too. But, like, longevity purposes,
still got the players. They just can't.
They got the players, but they don't have the culture. I feel like
they do not have the culture.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And the Rams, they got the front office. They seem to have the players.
They got the culture.
They seem to have the culture.
Yep.
All right, we got 30 minutes left here when we come back on the Brent and Austen show. Kasey.
Yeah.
This Saturday.
Oh, I know.
End of an era. End of an era, man.
Got the tissues up.
We don't talk a lot about wrestling on this show, but Brent Martineau's gone.
Well,
the PJ Tour ain't happening right now.
It's true. Factually correct.
We're going to say goodbye to maybe arguably the GOAT of professional wrestling this weekend as he's having his final match. We'll talk about that and some other stuff next on the Brent and Austen show.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then, use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar, and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax Now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent and Austen Show daily. Live sporting events and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location, right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjax.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Rivals in Uniform Army-Navy game special tomorrow at 7 p.m. on CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax. I'm sure you'll be able to see it here on the network as well.
Brent's super excited about this.
Brent is super excited.
Obviously, going to cater to a lot of the Navy folks here in town. Definitely want to tune in before this, or before the game starts on Saturday.
Army-Navy.
You gonna watch it?
That's what I was about to ask you.
You already know. It's one of those Lane traditions.
Okay.
Me and my son always watch it. I grew up watching it with my grandfather and everything, so carrying that tradition, man. We'll tune in for sure. I'm curious to see, because it's in Baltimore, or it's in Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah. They gonna get snow or not? Because if they get snow, those white,
probably.
Okay, well those crispy white Army uniforms. Talk about a competitive advantage.
Yeah, we talked about that when we were breaking them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be one good advantage. Let's see here.
Are you checking the weather?
Yeah.
Doppler Casey?
Saturday, at least Baltimore says no.
Nothing. Okay.
Actually, somewhat warm if you.
Really?
43 degrees.
Okay.
No, on Sunday, though. Missing it.
Yeah, it's going to be at M&T Bank Stadium, which I assume is where the Ravens will be playing.
I would assume so as well.
So there you go. Okay, well, no snow. Don't get the tactical advantage from the Army side. I feel like they're going to need it because Navy's kind of
pretty decent.
Pretty decent. But the game's always fun, though, man. You know, like, we'll tune in. You gonna watch it?
Probably not.
No, I get it. But it's the only game.
Maybe.
It's only a show in town for college football.
Yeah, we'll see. Possibly.
Yeah.
It's on the. I'll definitely watch the special though.
There you go.
Make sure you watch 7:00.
Nicely put.
Thanks. I'll be there for that one.
Speaking of other things, we're probably gonna watch on Saturday.
I will watch this with no wink, no point at the camera, no nothing. I will watch this one.
I'm not gonna say what network it's on.
Peacock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it isn't. Well,
is it actually? So I was going to ask you this. I'm not 1,000% sure it's on NBC.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it's just Peacock.
Are we sure it's not on ESPN?
No, because it's not a PLE.
Hey, I know. Hey, Blake Bills, do you have the picture? I know I'm putting you on the spot real quick. Of the screenshot of the hockey game last night.
Oh no.
We've been talking about a lot about the
ESPN
app when it comes to wrestling and how you can't find wrestling on it and what is ESPN doing.
Yep.
There was the holdout with YouTube TV, and then thank God it came just in time for, I forgot what the game was, Giants, maybe somebody else. Yeah, so it's been an absolute mess. Casey, you been watching a lot of hockey recently or not?
A little bit.
Well, you know me. Wings are doing pretty good.
They are.
Pretty good. They're trying to find their way. They're interchanging some lineups and everything, and they finally maybe found that secret sauce as they were playing the Calgary Flames last night.
Okay.
Get back from training.
Okay.
Go on my ESPN Plus app to watch the Wings broadcast because that's what you can do in the ESPN Plus app. That's what somebody I know is paying for because I'm not paying for it, but I've tied my way into their account.
I like that.
To watch hockey.
Somebody you know?
Yes. Yeah. They know what's happening. Hey, they can see in the history of there's a lot of Wings games happening. Every once in a while there's an English Premier League soccer game that I put some money on randomly. So they understand the gist of it.
Okay.
Have you watched any hockey games on ESPN Plus this year or are you off the grid? Okay.
Not on ESPN, no.
Yeah. Rob, do we have the picture? So when you now click on ESPN Plus to watch a hockey game, they put you through an ad.
Okay.
Right? Which, I get it. This is the world that we live in.
Sure.
Care to guess how long the ad was to be able to watch the hockey game? Now, keep in mind, I flip through hockey games, right? Okay, if it's intermission, then I'll turn on different hockey games.
Reasonable.
Do you know what the runtime now is of an ad to go on to an ESPN Plus broadcast to watch a hockey game? And this isn't like a commercial during the game. Unskippable. Rob, do we have it on standby just in case he's ready? We got it?
No.
Oh, it doesn't have it. Okay. I'll tell it to you then.
It feels like no more than 90 seconds.
5 minutes.
Stop.
5 minutes. You wanted me to talk about feeling like I talked about the opening of the show? This comes full circle. Opening the show, I felt old. Why? Because I care about the weather now, right? Yeah. Ooh, it's a beautiful day out. I'm getting old.
Yeah. My
attention span. I was sitting there for 2 minutes while the commercials were playing. Couldn't skip them.
5 minutes.
Hey, I'm like, forget it.
I don't care.
Forget it. Hey, I'll just go on a different service and watch the game. That's
amazing.
That's how entitled I was. I couldn't wait 5 minutes to get through a bunch of commercials.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if it's the Wings, I get it for you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's anything I'd sit through 5 minutes of commercial, come out on the other side of.
That's fair.
That's a lot.
Dude, it's far too much. And I think
it's one thing if it was like, you don't pay for ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
Here's 5 minutes of commercials so we can at least get paid there.
Oh,
and
my
then
God.
We'll let you in.
Oh, my God. And then last night, so it was intermission. So I'm like, oh, who else we got on the menu? Oh, what's up? We got Connor Bedard going crazy.
I watched that. That was
going
on Real
crazy
TV.
With
Against the Rangers.
Against the Rangers?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I clicked on the ESPN because I had the option.
You were there, yeah.
I was there. 5 more minutes? Nah.
No, I
don't need to see Connor that much.
Yeah,
I don't know if he even played last night, but I assume he did.
Mid. But
careful with that.
He's just okay.
Connor Bedard is going to be the future, Casey.
He's just okay.
He's the future, but go ahead.
He may be the future, but he's just okay. He's not worth 5 minutes of commercials.
No, he's not. No. My own team wasn't.
That's terrible. I don't.
5 minutes, Casey.
Yes, here's the thing, ESPN. Y'all kind of suck right now.
Yeah. No. Okay. Because we have to get the break too. We teased it.
Oh, right.
Yeah. John Cena.
Yeah.
Last match against right now what we expect to be Gunther.
I think it's gonna be.
Could be subject to change.
I think it's going to be Gunther.
How do you feel about Cena's last match? How do you feel about the last run? Oh, we have 5 minutes commercials?
Every break is 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know, but like that's part of the show. It's not like we don't make you click on our show and then all of a sudden if we're live, we don't make you sit through 5 minutes commercials.
No. There's no
yeah.
YouTube ad that's 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, hey, I mean, we have bills to pay. This is just ESPN being greedy. But anyway.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because we do what we got to do.
No, this is to even get to the live content.
Because then you still got commercials when they go to break.
Correct.
This is like a 5-minute pre-roll, if you will.
Thank you for clarifying. Real quick, John Cena, though.
Yeah, man, I think it's going to be Gunther. He's going to lose. Going to be sad.
Mm-hmm.
The GOAT.
In Washington, D.C.?
In Washington, D.C. on Peacock. Hopefully not 5 minutes of ads before it starts. It's been an interesting run to the end.
Mm-hmm.
There's been some great moments. There's been some bad, I'm going to say bad moments.
Yep.
They got an opportunity to close it, and it would be very difficult for them to screw this up. Not impossible, but difficult.
Yeah.
I think Jon will lose to Gunther. I think that will do it. I think Jon will go out on back-to-back losses, unfortunately, but I think that will be the end of the GOAT.
You know, it's wild that arguably the greatest professional wrestler of all time, and once again, it is what it is. It doesn't feel right that you're going to end it with Gunther. Now, I get it, because your job as the GOAT is to pass the torch on to the younger generation. That's Gunther. Gunther is going to be a legend in the sport for years and years to come.
Yeah.
Got it. But it almost doesn't feel real. It almost doesn't feel like this is the last time that we'll see John Cena in a wrestling ring, right? Like, you're thinking maybe like some giant for the belt against The Rock, against, someone said Edge, you know, something just crazy. Something crazy. And Gunther is a star in his own right, but like,
it's Gunther.
It's Gunther, man. Like, we know what it is. It's the meat and potatoes. He's going to slap the crap out of John Cena.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. It's weird, like, that we're sitting here talking about this is this is the end. This is the last dance.
I think it's also hard to kind of wrap your head around it, just because wrestling has told you that it's never actually the end.
True. Yeah.
Everybody's come back. Cena, though, has stood 10 toes down the whole time.
Yeah.
And said, I'm never wrestling again 6 billion times. He
Yeah.
just said recently, you'll see me in a suit. You ain't going to see me in the gym shorts. This is it. I'm done. Like,
yeah.
So I think it's hard just to wrap your head around it as a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, like, John Cena's last match not being somebody that everybody knows.
Yeah, that everyone's going to tune in to be like, I got to see this.
Is odd.
Like, if it was John Cena and The Rock one last time.
Sure.
I mean, hey, NBC, you just make sure that you got, like, your backup generators running, because you might, like...
Crash.
And
apparently, I do think it's going to be Gunther. I don't think there's going to be any foolishness. I think they're going to go out. I think they're going to wrestle for 40-something minutes.
Yeah.
I think Gunther's going to beat him. I hope it's not a tap. I hope he pins him at least, to have the respect that John Cena doesn't tap out in his final moments, because I'd be pissed about that.
Well, and especially because he's going to make John Cena quit. Is the storyline now is like John Cena's never quit. He's going to quit, on Saturday.
That'd be foul.
That'd be very foul.
I wouldn't be happy with that.
Yeah.
And then I think John's going to get up on the microphone and say everything he was going to say.
Yep.
And enjoy the rest of the show, and he's going to walk off.
That'll be the rest of the show. Then
there'll be
Nikki Bella will come out after him, because that's been the trend the whole time, and it is what it is. But my bad. Bleak Bills, let's go and take one final break here. We'll come back. We'll put a bow on the show, wrap everything up. John Cena.
We'll miss you, John.
Been a hell of a run, man.
I might cry.
Hopefully they stick the landing.
I got to find my picture with
Hopefully we don't see Travis Scott. That's all I'm going to say.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar, grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you.
Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it.
String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Sun's out, suits out. That's right, it's summertime in Florida, which means it's time to say goodbye to bulking season and hello to shredding season. But if you're like me, you're having a hard time sculpting and shaping those final pounds. That is until I came and saw my friends over at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Right now, everyone is hopping on the Evolve X train, and the only destination is finding your perfect summer body. The technology uses electrical muscle stimulation and radio frequency energy to cause your muscles to contract, all while heating up those deep layers of your skin and tissue to produce collagen and reduce fat. It's like doing 1,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. No pain, no needles, just results, right? That's right. So leave those winter layers back at the station and come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Hey guys, we got a new player today. I hear he's pretty good.
Heard this guy played in the NFL.
I think he's an MMA fighter.
I've actually been on his show, the Brent and Austen show.
Football and fighting, that's the easy part. Let's see if I still have it on the ice. What the heck, man? Who is this guy? He's saving everything.
Leave the hockey to the pros, man. It's hockey season. Come on out and see the Icemen play. Get your tickets at jacksonvilleicemen.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, or the Austen and Kasey Show, featuring Bleak Bills pushing the buttons. Thanks for filling in today, Rob, man. We appreciate you. Got about 3 minutes left here. Kasey?
Yep. Rock is old.
The Rock is old. People want John Cena versus Edge. You think that could, I mean...
I wish.
I know. Gonna be Gunther, you think, huh?
I do.
So it's okay. So all chips on the table. Final answer. You're gonna say the match is gonna be John Cena versus Gunther, and John Cena takes the L.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay.
That's not what you're going with?
I think John Cena Well, yeah, I think John Cena loses because this is how wrestling goes.
Yeah.
Like this is kind of like the underworkings of the business. If you're a legend, you pass the torch. So I think John Cena loses, but I don't think it's going to be as simple as just a Gunther John Cena match. I do. And maybe you're right, Casey. And this is my problem. I'm having high expectations. I'm gonna ruin it for myself.
Right.
But yeah,
I just don't know unless the Miz gets involved.
Which I think we're all good.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they keep playing that like that could happen.
Yeah.
So let's just say for fun that the Miz takes out Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
Then what?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. R-Truth maybe makes an appearance.
Okay.
Thoughts on that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
I hear you. Well, we'll probably talk about more of that next Wednesday.
Yep.
On the Scrap House.
Unless Gunther becomes a supervillain. I don't know.
Yeah.
We kind of already, I don't know. I think just.
I hear you, man.
Point blank, period.
All right. Well, Kasey Kuhrts, thanks for coming on the show today, filling in.
Fighting for my life, dog.
It was the Jordan flu game. You be around tomorrow?
If I survive.
We have some bets to make.
Yeah.
We have some picks we have some teams to pick. I think we're still 2 games up right now on Brent and Hamby.
Thank goodness.
Sports Office just running away with it.
I shouldn't have included them.
Yeah, I don't know what you're thinking with that, by the way.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I don't have the slightest.
We learn from our mistakes, everybody.
If you want to know the truth, the picks wasn't my gimmick.
Yeah.
The betting was my gimmick.
Yes.
And then Brent was like, "Hey, what you got going for the picks?"
Yep.
I'm like, "But it's your guys' show. Like,
yep.
What if you guys had an idea?" He's like, "Well, I think you could just come up with do it." It's like, "Oh,
all right." Well, more of that tomorrow. We'll finish breaking down the Jaguars and Jets with our final predictions. And I'm sure there'll be more coming out of Michigan in terms of that whole story. For Kasey Kuhrts, Bleak Bill's pushing all the right buttons. I'm Austen Lane. Stay safe. Stay casual. We'll see you all around. I was going to say something about Michigan, but I'm like, you know what?
maybe just let it breathe."
Maybe to just let it breathe.
Fair.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, we have what you need.
Get a Moto Guzzi Stone Corsa for just $235 a month, or a Triumph Trident for as low as $207 a month, or the popular Honda Rebel 1100 DCT starting at a low $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from all of our great brands, only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
We've been telling you about the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network for over a year now. How to find it, what to see. Simply put, it's TV online. Local sports content all day, every day. Just like this.
Did you always want to make history? Like, think that big, or just say, hey, I want to play in the NFL?
I always say I wanted to play in the NFL.
That's it. Back to her left side. Takes a shot.
Oh,
And into the back of the net.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, my goodness.
What a pass. Say he doesn't make a tackle. You still feel like his presence is felt in every single play.
I did have a sense that they wanted to be bold, that they wanted to make a splash.
It's content you won't find on TV. Find it on actionsportsjax.com and just sit back and watch local sports all day on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
What's been going on?
We're both dealing with a lot of guilt right now.
Can't sleep, can't eat. You see that brand new Hyundai Santa Fe? We only paid $4 for it.
Looks like we're out of time. Breathing exercises. Inhale, exhale.
Enjoy the new car.
Okay, thanks.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get a Hyundai Santa Fe with 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or get $3,500 bonus cash. Hurry in.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game.
We show no mercy.